comes back to
Trench foot.
Yeah, I mean, like, trench foot, like, that foot fungus that you get from trench foot is really bad. It's almost as bad as the foot fungus I have. Almost.
Yeah, the fact
I
that
love
they
how you
talk
always
about
take the
their
bullet for that, Scott.
skin slogging off. I still like the
So I got new
Okie
dice,
Dokie
guys. Look how pretty they are.
Oh, those
Oh, wait,
nice.
hold on. I gotta focus the thing. Oh, it's bordered. What is that, blue and, like, brass?
It's teal and like brass, yeah.
Oh,
And
my
it's so heavy. Like
Yeah, it looks like it.
comparatively to my like plastic dice, it's just like I could kill a man with this.
It looks-
I could just throw this and it'll be dead.
Speaking of...
D4 is just like missing an eye. That's it.
Nice.
So I get a surprise for everybody.
Huh?
Yeah.
Special guest?
Hey, everybody, we're live. Welcome to Retroverse.
Oh shit! Did you go live during the fucking foot fungus thing?
Maybe.
I knew it, you dick. For anybody wondering, that's my dog staring at me because I have fucking chicken and he does not have any chill.
Yeah, look
And-
at this pointy thing. Like
Trezo is staring at my pizza, and also
That is a literal cow trap.
Well, if you're going to be using your metal dice, I was going to be nice and not use mine, but I got to counterbalance it.
But I
I'm-
knew.
Am I a weird D&D player where I'm not as obsessed with dice as I am the books?
I have 2 sets.
Okay.
So
Because
it's
everyone
whatever.
seems so obsessed, and I just feel so inadequate. Because, I mean, technically,
I'm
I
in
got
mine.
hundreds of dice, but
I'm at mine because
I
I
love dice
had
so
it.
much.
Anyway,
Because
so
remember, it's not
for
the
the
size
first,
of your
like-
dice sack; it's how you throw them.
Sure.
everybody, speaking of dice, roll D6.
Oh god.
I wasn't here last week. I don't know what happened.
Watch Kevin get a 6.
4.
I'm pretty sure he was here last session. Wasn't he?
Everybody.
Did you roll a 6
Yeah.
twice? No, you fucking
No,
win.
I wrote it once. I don't know what happened last week.
Oh, no!
You know what, Ken? I'll give you a solid,
Oh, wait,
okay?
wait.
I remember what happened last
We-
session. Ready?
Got forwarded through time. I remember that. It's a year later. We saw Jiro in the streets as we got teleported away, and you're just like, missile! Oh yeah, Neon Dragon. That's it. That's why I don't remember it. Because Yost sat out of the whole thing. He just sat at the bar drinking milk.
And he's like, neon isn't blue.
Wait, not milk. I'm lactose intolerant. He was drinking soda. Yeah. So yeah, Hertz has the highlights of that session.
It just occurred to me that both of our characters have things that we've never experienced that should be heartbreaking. You have never experienced chocolate milk or alcohol, and my character has never experienced chocolate milk or chocolate.
Well, it's based on your size. so
Hello,
it's not-
darkness, my old friend.
That's also that's
Those
also the fact. And to be fair, she 100%
Wait.
would have been that kid in elementary school that just like ate it and then stabbed herself with an EpiPen. Considering I literally stabbed myself repeatedly to hurt other people more.
I just thought something. If you're a canine, you can't have wine, can you?
Or chocolate.
No.
Grape is poisonous to
Oh yeah,
dogs.
don't feed your dogs grapes, kids.
That's why
It's
we
not
don't
good.
have grape ice
But
cream.
do feed your ducks grapes, but not bread.
Yeah.
If we haven't confused you enough,
It sounded like Teresa was agreeing with you, Jesse.
This has been
Oh,
Educational Corner. I am learning so much today.
He says, "Don't feed me grapes." Pizza.
on our last session,
You still have all my food.
yeah, we
Also,
met
Hertz
Neon
banged a lot of people last session.
and some.
our group escaped from Suicune camp
And then acted like it never happened.
and acted like it never happened.
Wait, Silicon Camp or the
Suicune.
orgy?
I'm pretty sure it was the magic for what he was talking about.
And guys ended up in the Minty Bubble, that dance club you guys were at before.
Yeah, I like that place. We can go back there sometime.
And you freed the ancient neon dragon, Freddy Nerfy,
Yeah.
from his
How's
bindings.
this last name? Oh.
Yeah, it was Nerfy. Something to rhyme. But you guys hung out there, recovered, realized after you left there, after doing a few things there, that a year has passed since the mists of this haunted campgrounds took you all. And you ended up back at Crystal Shrine. And you were able to, I just remembered. You guys have also crits. All four of you do.
Yes,
have one crit each.
Oh.
Nat 20s.
I forgot that.
I was going to make like a little d20 to put up on the overlay, but I forgot. So whoopsies. You all would need to keep track of this because Jeanette just gave you guys another one each.
Oh, sweet. What's it now?
Thanks, Jeanette.
Thank you, Jeanette. I'm gonna start getting out like glass tokens so I can count all these things.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
are the fake things? Heck yeah.
So an orange tabaxi synthweaver just walks up to you all, and she's just like throws each one of you a 1 like it's raining, you know? Just like 1, 2, 3, 4. And each of the dollar bills is actually like a Monopoly dollar bill, and it says 1 free, not 1.
No, honey, these are fate points.
free,
Or
Nat
nat
1.
20.
They're not
Nat 20.
treats.
Oh, okay. Good grief.
If it can use on the enemy, we'll take the nat ones also. But if it's only for us, no, thank you.
They can do that. They can gift me a crit miss, meaning I have to use a crit miss this session.
I'm sorry, crit miss. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay.
Everybody, yeah.
It's
I
almost
just
that
listened to
season.
the holiday episode when he Can you not?
Damn, he loves chicken.
At least I got chicken.
I posted up in the chat my idea of what I think Freddie Murphy might look like if you took away
It's
his,
perfect.
like,
Yeah.
red.
But like in blue.
Yeah, but like in blue. I didn't have time to Photoshop it. That just,
You
that
mean
was all.
purple?
Make it purple. God damn it, Sublove.
Man, I gotta bring it back in.
Yeah.
That's Harlem Nights. If you've never seen it, you need to watch that. That's amazing.
So
Um,
I'll pop that up real quick. Why not? And when you guys got back to the tower, you guys back up with Cage, and it turned out that what was left of Rad Amy is no longer out on that boat in the ocean, but now are refugees in Ottima. And they've been working together to try to keep together what they got. And exactly. That is the weirdest growl I have ever heard.
It's so fucking weird.
Like I've heard like a but never like that. But anyway, okay, so our neon dragons are just gonna be floating up there. So alright. Yeah.
it should be orange and red.
We know.
Who cares?
The art is
So we're in
I don't give a fuck.
Crystal Shrine.
You guys are currently at Crystal Shrine. And
So
I remember sitting down and reading as much as I possibly could on reports.
yes. There
Yeah,
are
I
definitely
still-
a lot of scouts and stuff for Rad Amy's army, but they just seem to be watching from a distance, making sure that Ottima isn't trying to do anything yet.
No.
And they've also been trying to do some scouting of their own, including the fort that you guys decided to. You're thinking maybe that's the first spot of attack we should go to. Oh yeah, and that fort has the princess,
L'Oreal,
Princess
dad.
L'Oreal,
the Lord of Head and Shoulders.
and and the daughter of King Head and Shoulders.
And you wonder why I called it the city of hair care. Ooh, hair care. That's the name. Hair care.
Remind me, do we know where Magneto is?
Yeah, he's with you.
with us. It's right there.
Was he with us the whole time?
He conveniently pops up behind Hertz and is like,
What I'm wondering,
Visca, like
he wasn't in the demi plane with us, was he?
he was.
He was?
He was?
was.
yep. You threw a rock
Okay.
at him. That's the first thing you did there.
I
Oh,
was
that's
there,
right. I
so
forgot that.
I got an excuse. I was a bit wooden that day.
So
You were a little stiff.
Yeah.
I hold Magneto close and just like Yeah, exactly.
The reason I was asking, because it's like, just assume that that's Magneto making all of the weird fucking noises.
Yeah. Oh, baby boy.
But now that you're here,
It's adorable.
they're thinking maybe they could use your help on reinforcing what army they have. And maybe trying to teach some people of your own some things. Oh, and another big report that probably caught your eye, because Hertz mentioned it before. The asylum was closed down completely.
Oh, that's cool.
With the help of Cage. That was part of the Alliance Pact or something.
What
Should
happened to
name
the
him
SCP containment
Cage.
or the error rooms?
That was also a thing.
Cage is the best. This is
Or is that shit classified?
Wait, what stuff? What?
The error
That-
rooms, the catacombs
Oh.
of known horrors under the city.
Oh, if you ask for
The
that
Dungeon
kind of
of
stuff and find out about it, currently the head scientist there is MIA, and pretty much all of the errors are running amok.
Was his identity listed in the roster somewhere?
It was not in the files, but Cage tells you his name, which I have up here.
Everyone awkwardly looks at Hertz.
His
And looks
name
back to Cage,
was
and then looks at
Holmes.
like Hosa, and looks at Magneto.
Arindar Rodell.
exactly Magneto.
Magneto is literally like our 80s cartoon mascot. Like, if someone's conveying emotion and somehow it's just not conveying it hard enough, the little
He's
cute
our
animal
cringer.
mascot is giving the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
That dog is killing me. Oh my god! Oh, that was
But-
perfect.
Yeah, they've
I
been...
don't think this is the first time you guys told her about this. I think she knew.
No,
Yeah.
but I think this is the first time
First
we
time we actually knew
verified
his
it.
name. Yeah, we kind of had subscription and stuff, and we're like, But now we actually can confirm his identity. Little shit.
And that there have been reports of errors both attacking in the city of Anima and outside the city. AKA, they're
Okay.
not on either side. They're against everybody, it seems.
Oh, yeah. As far as we could tell, like 80% of them are mindless monsters.
Would it be horrible of us to run a campaign to catch and release inside of the enemy walls?
Potentially. It
It depends on the thing, I think.
Well, depends on the walls of which part of the enemy. Ridicule's base, fine. In the middle
If it's
of,
just another city,
Neo Tokyo, little less fine.
Oh,
You know how I
I
feel
don't,
about like
I don't have the world map done yet, but
You
Neo-
had like 2 days. I'm not messing with you, man.
the
What a
Neo
dick.
Tokyo is probably the same distance of being like you guys being in Miami going to Japan.
So
Like,
we
that same
gotta go
distance.
rescue this princess lady, right?
are we going to do that first,
on
or
the
do we
list
want
of
to?
things.
You guys were gonna go and see the Zords that are all now in here.
Oh,
at the
yes, we
tower.
were going to go downstairs and do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Mm,
I mean, it's literally right here. It's downstairs.
And I know, but
was that a garage door opener?
love it.
it's just his recaster. You just the who has what token? I know we already discussed this before playing, but who has what token currently?
Wolfbat.
Okay. The golden wolf bat. If I remember
I have the
correctly.
copper velocilisk.
Okay.
I might still have the Magnetodon. I don't remember if I gave it back to Hertz
I
when we
didn't
found
watch
her.
that far, but you had it.
I did have it, yeah.
We're just gonna say you had it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I have the beach dragon.
Mhm.
Cage has the head. I mean, the Kuapatau.
The flaming pterodactyl thing, yeah.
Pterodactyl. Yeah.
Aerodactyl, yes.
Yes. It just fits better. I mean, I love the Hawaiian name because I have itty-bitty Hawaiian in my blood, but...
What's his name?
Rum. I joke.
My grandmother was half Hawaiian, so...
Just enough Hawaiian to like spam still.
Mm.
I like spam, and I'm straight up Irish.
But yeah.
Yeah, so while we're heading down, I'm like, so
Is this how we want to have these assigned? I'm pretty happy with mine.
I know the teachings of Alpha Z. I don't know as much about the Rangers. Does the coin always choose the person, or?
Yeah.
I don't know how any of this works.
Meanwhile, below you, there's a Modron that has just like a random piece of beef jerky, and like, or little Magneto is just like, I want some.
Oh,
He's being
Except it's
a pretty
Magneto.
boy.
So like, he doesn't care about the jerky. He just wants to eat the Modron.
Yeah, pretty much.
Magneto, do not eat the robot friend.
Typically, it depends on the coin set. Some coins and power sets choose the wielder. Some are whoever picks it up. It varies depending on the grouping. Some like to be like, we choose you to be our champions. Others are like, so it all depends on what kind.
The denizens of the
Sometimes
group
But-
have
it's
many
just a
roles.
crazy scientist lady.
Yost, you do not have one of these coins on you, correct? You have your old
No.
team's coins, but not this.
I have my Lunar Wolf. That's it. Which is, I'm just going to point out, ironic, because when we started this journey, I had the most coins of the different set. Now I have the least.
Where did
How
yours go?
times change.
I initially had Aerodactyl and I think it was
The beach dragon.
Yeah, the beach dragon. I gave Aerodactyl to Cage, and then when I put Beats into the dragon,
It went
it
to
went
you.
to you. And you had given the Magneton to Visca, or you gave it in a letter. Visca picked it up. So,
I mean,
through a weird circumstance, I ended up with no coin at the moment, and Visca forgot she had it. It's probably like magnetically attached to her belt or something, and she just forgot. It's like,
It's just like stuck to the inside zipper of the fanny pack of holding. But there's so much shit in there that I never thought to look for it. Seriously.
this is what happens when I give you
There.
nice things and you just forget about it. This is what.
It wasn't mine. It
This is
was
the same
supposed to
thing
be
you
yours.
did with the ice cream maker I got you 2 years ago.
It's a thoughtful gift, but how often are you gonna make ice cream? Also,
we have ice cream?
he can't eat
I
ice
can-
cream.
I know. I can do
You
sorbet.
can make sorbet. I'm just saying.
Blood, it comes out runny.
I also have the stapler she gave me. I use it. I just
the last
staple-
couple of days that we've been.
I just have 2 sheets of paper. I just keep stapling.
It's just like filled with 80 staples. It's just whatever he does when he's nervous. You just hear.
Magneto just like waddles over to you and just like looks up at you and sits down.
You just fucking fire it across the room.
Fetch.
What?
Well,
Are you aiming for Magneto's mouth? Like you're trying to shoot in his mouth?
Oh no, the fun part is having him catch it because the magnetic. So you be like, so it like flies and zooms right into his mouth.
Okay.
I love this game so fucking much.
First
You
state.
did it at an angle so it like
This is a
orbits
good game.
one once.
Oh god.
I'm glad that the stapler finally came in handy.
The first 2 shots clearly miss him somehow. You're not sure. Maybe the magnet part on his face was just like reverse magnet, so it repulsed it.
Polarized wrong.
And he
Just
switched it
waddles
around.
Like awkwardly, like tongues it, like.
And he switched it around, and like the third one just went like shick, just like perfect shot. It almost looked like it was guided itself into its mouth.
So
What a good boy.
I think technically the Magnodon I actually earned, and I gave it to Hertz because it fit hers. Because Vern stole her kill, and she was angry.
You just see Jesse like flashing back, like a blue screen of death in the background.
Never forget. Never forgive.
An elven guy from like Magic the Gathering, whatever that race is, the elven dude just shows up and he's like, "We never forget." Just,
40 years later, they're sitting in her old retirement home. You remember when you stole that kill from me?
I like that scenario because it presupposes that we survive.
I like that optimism. So you guys,
Yeah.
well, did I? Yeah, this tower actually did not have an elevator. So you guys eventually go down this big grand spiral staircase.
We need to install some elevators or like some.
I will
floating-
say this is way easier in this new plasteel armor than it was in that heavy ass full metal plate, full metal.
And it looks great on you, girl.
It's
Working.
literally, I am just wearing regular clothes over it.
How about
I
that?
think the first thing I did was I went and I got a, I think I did that in Freddy's closet. I went and I found some, Freddy, what's his
Oh.
nuts?
I was
The
thinking
dragon.
Freddy.
Oh,
We went to the horror place.
no,
Some
I went,
bitches, I'm gonna murder you.
yes, I stole Freddy Krueger's flannel shirt, 100%.
I mean,
That's alright. It was really scratchy anyway.
Oh, God.
Next
Plus, I get to
Halloween,
show off.
That's the next Halloween's event.
Plus, I get to show off these guns, and he's just like, he's got burns everywhere. So it's just really gross.
By the way, this is Hertz's new outfit.
Oh yeah.
It's so sexy!
Oh, if
Anybody?
you zoom in, she does have Pleadle's top on.
Yes.
Yes, she does. It's the purple bra. That's
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm.
amazing.
I didn't notice that when I first saw it.
I
Okay.
did.
I like how the girls. I like how the girls did and the guys didn't. Anyway, so
Jesse noticed.
you guys eventually get down this big grand spiral staircase, and I don't think I fully described this tower before, but it's like the Hall of Justice. Like the whole thing seems to have been sprouted from one crystal, and it just formed into this building.
You mean the Fortress of Solitude, perhaps?
Is that the Fortress of Solitude?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought the Hall of I thought he also had another crystal for the Hall of Justice.
I think that was just like a building in Cincinnati.
It was Washington D.C.
And then there's the.
I swear to God, there was a building that looks exactly like the Hall of Justice in Cincinnati.
In one of the Justice League shows, he used. I remember Superman taking crystal and burying it, and it made the hall. But anyway,
Hmm.
Canons aside, it's a big crystal tower. That's the name, Crystal Tower. Everything kind of looks like an ice level without actually being cold
Damn it.
or slippery.
Yeah, it just slips and slides all the way down the stairs.
And the walls are just foggy enough that you can't really see through to the other side. Not even like silhouettes or anything. So it's not like there's no secret, So
Those of you
No
on
privacy.
watching at home can turn on YouTube Mega Man X2 Crystal Snail.
Crystal Snail.
Or
Yeah, the Crystal
Gemini
Snail
Man
stage.
and Mega Man 2.
Oh yeah, Gemini Man was good too.
Or any of the ice levels in Donkey Kong.
Hmm.
Oh, who plays Donkey Kong? I mean, come on.
Oh come on, Donkey
Guys,
Kong.
can we let this go? Come on.
No.
But you guys
This is actually in universe. We're arguing with God right now.
there should be a dire gorilla somewhere. Anyway, so you guys.
Moving
I'm
on.
so certain there is.
That's
Do the-
the Ranger
To
set.
the droid saying, "Move along."
Roger,
Yeah, we
Roger.
never actually. This is the first time coming to this area because when we came last time, I detected the Zords weren't here, so
Uh-huh.
we didn't.
Oh, yeah.
But it's this big open garage almost. When you get down to the basement, it looks like
Slides into
actually it's a really really big cave, but the walls and the floor are smooth, while the top and the far wall on the opposite side look rough, almost like rock.
If you listen quietly, you can hear Nigel yelling about some costumes in the background.
I'm not in this game. Anyway,
I was expecting bats.
Oh, we need that team. They'll help us out. They're very competent.
A few Modrons just up on the ceiling, upside down. They just fly out as you guys enter.
I think you guys are pretty competent. I don't know what you're talking about.
And you see, sitting down here,
Ooh, mustard.
just sitting in line, facing each other. So there's like an empty spot in the middle of the room that you can walk straight through, and the Zords would be looking towards you. They're just sitting there, no lights on, powered off.
Is it which way? How is it situated? Is it like 3 on one side, 2 on one side, or like 2 and 2 and 4 and 1?
It's like a horseshoe, so it's like 2, 2, 1, and in the middle one, of course, is the Beats Dragon.
Right,
You notice a like circular disc with a bunch of magic runes and stuff underneath all of them. You're assuming maybe these are teleportation circles, and that's how they got here. You're not sure how they get out, though.
I'm gonna approach the wolf bat.
Quick question: are these normal size for the animals, or are these like Voltron actual Zord size?
Unlike your normal Henshin Zords, these ones are Voltron size. These are huge size Zords.
I like how he was like, "Guard, nope."
Yeah, I gotta knock that one back. I gotta knock it back one.
Which Zords you talking about? There's some big Voltos out there.
The biggest one is the Beats Dragon, and it's just under Gargantuan. We'll say. So, for those at home, there is, in the middle, the Platinum Beats Dragon. There's an Electrum Ki Onipa, which is a pterodactyl. At least that's what it looks like right now while it's turned off. The Golden Wolfenbat, which is pretty much what you expect, a wolf bat, where it's like a wolf with bat wings for front paws.
Pro-bending.
A Copper Velocilisk, which looks like a big velociraptor with like 8.
Well, yeah, it's got
arms or
6
something?
It's got 6 forearms, and they're really big and meaty looking arms, and the
and
regular raptor legs in the back.
a Silver Magnetlodon, which looks like a Triceratops, but the rim, the crown, whatever you want to call that, is kind of shaped like a magnet. And like the middle gap part, there's just like a floating 12-sided. I always forget. Is that dodecahedron?
Yes.
Yeah, the dodecahedron, and it's just casually floating there. There's the wolf bat. But yeah, so they're just sitting down here. Their heads are just looking downwards, not directly at you though. No
yeah.
lights.
Are you sure you?
Yes. The dog answered right as you said, Yost. Like, I was almost like,
Dang it.
we need to find out.
Not. I'm
what
gonna
Terry
go
needs.
get him a hoof. Hopefully he'll
Yeah.
shut up with
I think
that.
we need
Are
to-
you sure you're okay with having the Magnetolodon? I can talk.
What do you mean? I don't have that coin.
Don't you have the whatever Magneto is?
And this is when we realize Visca has 2 coins.
Visca, give
It's
your
just like my
boyfriend
hoodie. You
coin.
took my hoodie and never gave it back.
Oh no, that was me. I stole your hoodie.
We just lost Jesse.
No, I panned off to something. Hang on a second.
Okay. It just went black, like it faded out. It was just
Yeah.
like, wow, that is
Dramatic.
I was about to ask both the Henshin to give me religion checks.
All right.
oh shit, my character sheet.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That or history, either or.
Okay. Well,
Can I
it's still going to be a 7.
Only they would know this shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should. Can I get advantage on this because that was a shit roll? Yeah.
I mean, you do have 2
I'm
nat.
gonna burn one of those 20s that those kind people were so generous as to donate to us. So
a 20 that is not clean.
A
Okay.
dirty 20?
Hey, Hertz 20?
so I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, what's this? I got a nat 1 somehow, huh? Weird. Anyway. So what is your total then, Verm, with the nat 20?
Hopefully that'll show him up.
19.
Okay. And
His intelligence is my wisdom.
Why are you guys so dumb?
He's smart.
They're fighters, not thinkers.
He's so wise.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
smart.
religion- I'm sorry, hold on. No.
Versus
religion-
is plus 6 to history.
Hold on, I messed that up because I was not reading and I just remembered my score. It's a wisdom score for religion, isn't it? That's actually a plus.
No.
No, it
No.
isn't. Intelligence. So it's still 19. Forget me.
Okay.
Carry on, as you were.
Both of you remember that these are the original Zords, and they technically are not Zords in the sense that you guys have Zords. They are more equivalent to Metal Lords, the creatures from the grid where you could get your powers from, specifically Verm.
Little Lord.
Now, Lord does sound like something Verm
It
would
somehow
have.
has taken these Metal Lords seem to have been able to take a form of their own on the morphing grid, and have moved off the morphing grid. You're thinking that's why these were the first, and why they're different.
Do you share that with us?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much of it you'll understand, but I'm sure you're gonna just
I-
say all of that.
That is some weird ass bullshit, you guys.
What if that's why I was a giant fucking wolf in the grid?
Of course, it reflects your inner nature.
That is true, actually.
Because it reflected like what my Zord thing would be, Metal Lord thing.
I mean, very probably, but you're not tied necessarily to one guide. I mean, that's dependent.
Yeah, but these also would probably be the ones that choose the user as much as we choose them.
These,
Yes,
yes,
they
these
are.
ones.
They're a bit more honorary, depending on which one.
These ones are a bit more.
You mean honorary with an H or with an O?
Yes.
Ornery, I think.
Yeah. Yost
These
has an accent. It's a good accent.
you all have watched Voltron. These function a lot like Voltron lions. They choose who pilots them, and it's more of them both working together.
If you hear somebody breaking things, my dog
So,
can chew through fucking anything, and I gave him it's a beef hoof. He loves them, but he keeps them quiet.
just to kind of make sure, I think we should all hold up the coins, and maybe the mech lords themselves will kind of orient to who they want, and we can work that way instead of,
Are you doing the who does the dog go to in divorce court thing?
that is rude. These are noble.
Is that racist? I feel like that's racist.
It's not racist. It's just really a negative way to think about it.
I mean, I'm expecting it more like a chosen one of the great Lord choosing
No,
the companion.
I agree. It's just that's the first thing
Besides,
that I
it's
I was
thought.
gonna say, did you just really compare getting chosen by a god to divorce court?
These
Well, I mean,
these are less of gods and more the equivalent of like solars and angel stuff. Where solars
So
weren't
there's-
made by gods, but they will work with gods.
Right. Okay. Oh, my point being.
So, are we doing this or what?
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
You want to give him your coin, or should I give him mine?
well, let's just hold let's like form a circle and just hold the coins out each and see if they go or change who they are or something.
Right, power
So,
word and
let's feel it through. Let's let our spirituality out. And that
Hertz
means
looks at you
not
like,
take clothes off.
Yeah, Verm's gonna give you the side eye too and say, "Kumbaya, motherfucker."
So, oh crap, I forgot. So, Gage, what you thinking?
He has walked up to the
Oh.
the Kihonipa.
Oh well, shit. He just picked his. All right. I guess we're not.
Well,
He's not joining
We
us.
don't know the journey he went on,
That's
though
fair.
I
Yeah, no.
did give
And
him
he-
the coin.
Yeah.
And
so.
he does very slowly put his hand
High
on
five.
its beak, because the heads are lowered far enough that you can actually reach like the noses or the head
Oh, I want
or
Get
forehead.
in on the nuzzle.
Okay, put my hand out. All right, let's go, you idiots. Let's do this thing.
We'll pass over the coin for the Magnetodon and hold mine out.
Same. I'll hold it. The copper velocity.
And now we say, I have the power.
That's the 4th subclass that hasn't been made yet.
It needs to be. Shit, we were talking about that. We never did it.
Everybody, give me charisma saving throws.
Oh,
Hey,
yay!
Because these never
I'm
happen.
fishing in this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, almost
holy
like you're
shit,
a
I am too.
almost like you're a henshin, and this is your thing.
I mean, yeah, that was actually
It's,
pretty
it's
good.
the only thing charisma based about us.
Wait a minute. Are all three of us proficient in charisma saves?
Wait, is Hertz?
Yeah.
I am.
Everybody's proficient in charisma saving throws?
Hell yeah. So that's
That's
that's good. That's a
Interesting.
25.
I got
actually.
13.
Chris. Okay. All right. I got a 17.
25.
23.
Holy shit. Wait a minute. Did Hertz get the lowest?
Yep. I feel like it makes sense since she's like,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. You are the most out of place here.
yep. She looks extremely awkward and does not
I like how we said all the scores and Scott's just like, huh. Okay.
Yost,
Uh-oh.
which one did you get the coin for?
Whichever
Go to.
one Visca handed me.
The Magnetodon.
So I'm just like,
I love you, but the wolf is mine.
I'm the wolf. I'm the
We're
wolf.
both wolves. I was born to it.
Well, then Cage should have the Magnodon races.
She wags her tail.
Yeah, that sounded like she was wagging her tail.
It's
Hey,
probably like the nervous one.
Hands on hips, just nose up in the air, tail wagging furiously. It's mine.
This guy's a good girl.
Oh, mine up. Or the Magnodon one back. Does it choose me?
Yeah.
Can't believe I got the lowest score. I'm mad.
It happens every
Hey, hey. You do have a crit.
now
Too late, you already said what your
Ah.
result was. Next time.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
not terrible. It's above average. It's just like
Yeah, no.
annoying because I have a fucking +7.
Yost, everything around you seems to like numb out, like vision and hearing specifically, as you are focusing on this sword. You swear you can hear a howling in the distance.
I'm cheating.
And the howling seems to get closer. Until eventually it's in front of you. And for the rest of you, we'll say you guys go up one at a time, not all at the same time. The Magnetodon, before your very eyes, flashes in white. And when it fades back to normal, you see a wolf. A huge-sized Zord wolf. With a crescent moon
I
on
just
its side.
fucking grab hers.
Wow.
You could just see for the brief moment, like the wireframe of it. Like the grid was rearranging it.
Does it look like does it look like it's on, like it's active? Did it wake up or is it still like
Its head moves upwards, and the eyes turn on and glow yellow, and looks down at Yost. And Yost, you can feel like this telepathy bond with it. Not in this form of like verbal communication, just like you can feel the emotional bond between you two. You feel like it's like I'm home. I've missed you. And it probably feels the same thing it probably feels the same thing from you, I assume.
Yes, you cannot see in the helmet a single teardrop. It's like, Remus, you're back. Fuck.
Coincidentally, at the same time, like a crystalline tear goes down the Zord. And it like
also his
dissipates
real name
before
was
it.
Remus?
You don't hear that yet?
No, I don't.
He
I don't
whispers
know
it,
jack
so.
shit.
So what? So coin wise, just
The coin,
Megaton disappear and mine come out.
your old coin, the cracks mend themselves, and it goes to glow back to how it was before, while simultaneously the silver Magnetlodon one fades away, almost like Back to the Future kind of fade away, where it's just like, just gone.
Sir Parks-a-lot?
You don't fit the motif.
Its head
But I'm glad you're
tilts.
back.
Its head tilts and turns and looks at you,
At me?
almost like in recognition.
I'm gonna fucking run and hug him.
You smacks your head against the point.
But he's just fucking enormous, so I'm like a little kid hugging a Great Dane's paw.
You hear.
Oh my god, I miss him so much.
So cute. I'm so glad.
Woof.
Oh,
Verm,
Yes.
you put your hand on the nose of the Velocilisk. And you feel only a sense of this Zord in front of you and Lycosa next to you. And Lycosa seems conflicted. Not sure what to do. You feel a sense of a balance skewing here. You feel like you could proceed further and focus on this, or you could back off. What do you do?
I'm going to step back for a moment and consider my options here. Not sure I understand the ramifications of what's going to happen.
Okay, as you take your hand off and you back off, your senses come back to everything else around you. So for everyone else, it just looked like you went up and like put your hand on it, and for like 10 seconds there was nothing, and then you just removed it.
And I'm going to look down at Lycosa.
Lycosa looks up at you.
Was there a presence, like an active consciousness in this Zord already?
You could sense one, yes. You don't sense any sadness or remorse coming from Lycosa. Just a slight sense of worry, maybe.
Well, what do you say, girl? Do you want to ride shotgun?
She lowers her head. You think she understood, but now you sense sadness.
Oh, we need this thing. But I need you too.
One arm just comes up and just goes to hold your hand.
Do you want to go together?
And Lycosa nods.
Let's go. And I put my hand back on the nose.
Okay. You feel the same thing as before. Do you continue?
Yeah, we'll go.
Sir Broxalot is very excited.
You feel the presence of Lycosa fade from your hand as you were holding her arm. And you feel the presence of this Velocilisk increase. To everyone else, you just see Lycosa slowly fade off. And she wags her little abdomen back and forth.
Oh.
And the lights on the Velocilisk sword turn on. And it looks down at you. And you can sense a empathy from it. Vague emotion. I'm not sure how well I could convey that, but you sense empathy from this Velocilisk. Like it understands what just happened.
It's done.
Man, that's fucked up. Look from the back, it's just like...
You remember, back in training, a ranger can only have one sword.
That is a bold-faced lie! Just say.
Super Sentai canon. It is a lie. Tell me that hoe.
Fucking...
Having just read the Henshin class, I got that.
Yeah. This
So
guy.
much feels. You're just
Yeah.
supposed to be our
It's so sad. I love my Kosa so much.
It was just supposed to be us sticking around in giant robots.
Verm, you actually do, since that though Lycosa is not here now, Lycosa seems to still be with you.
Still in the grid. You can
Yeah.
be called back sometime. It's not all. It's not the end.
That shit is so fucking sad.
Give me an insight check, actually.
Him or?
Him.
Okay. 17.
You sense a bit of Lycosa in this Velocilus. Just the slightest trace.
Okay.
Maybe she is raiding Piggyback after all.
Okay.
Riding shotgun, I think is what you said? My bad.
Yes.
Better term.
But she does have a climb, so that actually could work too.
Yeah, but it has spikes on its butt. It does! I'm looking at the picture of it in Jesse's thing.
Yeah, it's pretty spiky.
Hey, go get your dumb dinosaur and let's go.
And it's unfortunate for me because I have a tail.
Oh no.
It can go to the side.
I'll have to ride side saddle.
Yeah.
Ride like a princess.
Yeah.
Just how it goes. We just go in the cockpit. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, why are you riding on the top of the sword anyway?
Visca, you put your hand, I should say your paw, up on the nose of the wolf bat.
Claws and paws.
Mm-hmm.
Your paw hand. Wait, actually, that's a good question. Would it be paws or hands?
I
Anyway.
think they're more hand-like.
Your paw hand. You put that up there.
Your pants.
And
Whatever furries
your
have.
pant. Your haw.
It morphs in front of your eyes and you realize you're completely high.
It turns into a canine hand, and you realize you're a Labrador Retriever the whole time.
The funny thing is,
Nothing in the rules says a golden
When,
retriever can't be in the game.
we were looking up who had the coins. It was that scene where Yost had the whole, are these claws or paws? Hands? What are these?
Oh, so good. I love that scene.
You sense
Sorry.
a
Go on.
presence from this thing. It does not seem friendly, but it does not seem hostile. You sense a vague curiosity, but nothing more. And the lights don't turn on it.
Gonna say a quick prayer to Alpha Z and sort of put my hand on there more firmly and like I know that I'm not what you probably expect. I'm not a ranger, but my faith in the grid is strong and we need help.
With that, I'll let you re-roll your charisma saving throw.
Can I use my crit thing?
You can always use your crit thing as
I
long as you
would.
have one.
I'm gonna do it because I'm scared and I don't trust any of my dice.
That's the main reason on Sean's games. That's the one I use nat 20s. It's for like role play stuff, not for like combat.
Legendary resistance.
Yeah, basically.
It's a little more powerful than legendary resistance. It's just like, nope, just nat 20. Anyway, so the eyes light up, and you immediately feel like you did when you were in the grid.
Oh boy.
Everyone else sees a spectral form of a dire wolf around Visca.
Ooh.
And it's
Wrong sword.
and,
Wrong sword.
and her hand, paw, whatever, the wolf paw of this form matches hers.
Just pick one and go with it.
Her paw, the paws match, and
But that's the thing. It's like the Wunari paw, but then the dire wolf ghost paw, and then the metal sword paw.
Go team!
All the forms of wolf.
Sir Boxula, you want to get in on this, or like, what's up?
and the eyes light up on the wolf mat, and it pulls itself upwards, like it was like hunched down. It's got like the pterodactyl claw hook wing thing, so it's like very hunched over, and it goes to stand upright, and it looks down at you, eyes lit up. You feel a connection to this thing. This connection is a very alien feeling for you, where you're feeling multiple emotional states at once. You're sensing a bit of anxiety from you because you're not quite sure what's going on, and you sense respect, maybe, at the same time.
I just start smiling.
Oh no.
Hertz. You put your hand, like, what do you think you do when you do this? Like, give me what's going on in Hertz's head when she puts her hand on the Beats Dragon. Is she like trying to be like meditating, or?
She's just like, she puts her hand on the dragon, and she's like, I am so scared. Please help.
You are greeted with silence. And now I'm feeling like it's the Halloween episode all over again.
For those unaware, in the Zoom chat, Kevin just typed out, "Don't let your fear beat you."
Hey, Yost, do you have an inspiration point?
Yes, I have several.
No, there's inspiration, and then there's the crit thing.
Yes, I have several of both.
You gotta spend that shit.
I'm sorry, I just
just
finally
kinda like-
got them.
You do have an inspiration point, Hertz, if I recall.
I do. See, I kind of like that you can't, but also.
I'll leave it up to Hertz. I think inspiration should be something she feels inspired for.
You can
Right.
do it.
And you said she was scared.
She just kind of like backs off. She's just like, ugh, fucking damn it. She just kind of like turns around and like gives Yost the coin. She's
I'm gonna head back over.
And I just put it in your hand. I'm like, okay, pep talk. You got this. It chose
I'm
you
not-
earlier. You don't have to be special or great. Greatness is something that comes later. You got this. You've done it before. Think about it. You kicked ass when you were in control of the beats, right?
Hmm.
You've done it before. You can do it again. It senses your apprehension and fear. Don't let that control you. When you get up on stage, you have some stage fright, but you overcome that. You sing great songs to audiences of many questionable qualities. You can also overcome your fear of being in charge of the beats. I mean, think about it. It'd be great for your record sales later.
He really knows how to get to Hertz.
Hertz, give me an insight.
We're in the apocalypse. I'm just saying. I got a 19.
Yost's words ring true in your ears, and you also believe maybe you are approaching it in the wrong way. You're not approaching it your way.
She has to seduce it.
I was gonna say like dick out. What?
And you know
This
Yost's
is a pussy out kind of look.
Yost's Zord changed to the form that his spirit was. It seemed to be connected more with feelings, like he mentioned before.
Just let it flow. Don't
Yeah,
resist. Just be you.
She's gonna take her guitar and she's gonna play a song.
Cage goes up to you, and he says, "Believe in the me that believes in you."
And there's a small part of Yost's mind which goes, "Ooh, I hope this doesn't transform to a 20-foot tall naked woman. That would be distracting and useful."
The
but
Iron Maiden. Oh my God! Yes.
Grew up with our aesthetic.
The Iron Maiden, yeah.
We look like
What
the
have you done? What have you done?
Ninja Steel Zords. They don't mesh too well.
Turn on the suck, Iron Maiden.
This is the worst. This is the worst.
Even in the future, service sucks.
Oh no, it's gone from suck to blow.
I'm gonna leave. I'll just quit.
I'm sorry, but
Baseball.
seriously, Iron.
I was quiet during your parts. Why are you doing this?
Seriously though, an Iron Maiden would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, she'll play a song, and it's probably the first song that Visca and Yost has ever heard her play, because it's the first song she wrote for an audience.
Give me a performance check. With advantage. I'll say you're inspired with this one.
Not much better.
Take the crit.
Yeah, I'm taking the crit.
Okay.
I'm mad.
The lights on the Zord seem to flicker on and pulse to the beat as she plays her song. And eventually it fully lights up in a strobe light show. Thank you for that. And
You're welcome.
you find yourself floating in nothing. There is a light orb in front of you, and you just see grids all around you. Everyone else, Hertz and the Zord, vanished.
Bye, guys.
That's her barks a lot, freaking out.
Got a very high-pitched bark for something so large.
Woof.
You feel a connection with this light in front of you. It looks like a will-o-wisp, but a lot bigger. It's just like this ball of light.
William always.
I reach my hand out to it.
No matter how far you reach, it seems like your distance doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
But you do feel connection with it. And when you go to reach your hand out, you realize you don't have a hand.
Wow.
You just see a glowing light. Another smaller one move closer to that one as you try to reach out to it.
Just kind of like trying to like move herself closer to it.
As you move yourself closer to it, you realize that it is a reflection. It is you.
Well, hello there, handsome. She's just kind of like, she doesn't really know what to do with this. And she's just like, there's only so much I can do. I'm not a warrior. I'm a synth leader. I play music. And you and me, kid. It's always been you and me. It's just kind of,
What image are you thinking in your head at the moment? What symbolizes you? That isn't what Kevin's thinking.
It's probably like it.
Oh my god.
I'm not even looking at it. What? I swear to fucking no.
For those at home, he said duck.
Hey, I put in the chat so we don't interrupt the flow as much.
It already interrupted. It happened.
It's
Anyway.
interrupting it by seeing us.
Blame you.
I gotta learn to do private without the.
I think that it's probably. It looks like a bee dragon, but like it's transparent, and it just looks like galaxies exploding inside of it. Like it's very sparkly.
As you think of this form, everything fades to white. And what are the rest of you doing as she disappeared?
I'm standing there waiting.
There's like where the Zord was. There's like this little bit of smoke, just like. Tss.
It's not supposed to happen.
And you notice that the runes on the little circle thing where it was at, there was lights on them and they faded off. You just noticed them fading off.
Yost,
Yeah,
where's our friend?
probably the deep grid or grid. She's being
She's not
crucible
really had
in a way.
experience there. I'm gonna sit down in front of the wolf bat
She is
and
the least
start trying to meditate and just.
rangery of us overall.
I'm certain it won't do anything, but just thinking of her and what we have in front of us and trying to lend some strength.
Give me a concentration check, which is a con save.
Bitches, I'm fucking great at that.
One.
I wrote a 1 and an 18. So a 26.
Man.
You sense everybody in this room when you focus on it. You were actually kind of surprised by it because you weren't able to do this before. You can sense everybody's souls in this room. And you still, just very faintly, sense Hertz's right where it was at.
She's still here, sort of.
As she's doing like the monk thing where she's like on top of the head and it's like up really tall.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
She's just Stephen Stranging it up over there. Like.
She's not doing like a
I was picturing,
stuff.
like sitting there and like, because I don't know when the wolf spirit thing went away.
Oh, it went away when she synced.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, probably sitting on top of its nose. It's so goddamn huge.
As she says that, there's a flash of light, and suddenly Hertz is back, and the Zord is back, and the Zord does look slightly different. It no longer has amplifiers as wings anymore. They're actually very pointy wings, where a membrane would normally be. It seems to make like two solid points on the ends of the membranes. The horns themselves seem to bow outwards and then back inwards and then back outwards again. And there's a little stone floating above at the middle of the arc. And then the Baron's like, no, not again.
I don't know what you mean.
Magic the Gathering nerds.
Okay.
Send this picture to the chat.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same.
It's not as evil as that, but maybe like the same kind of stone floating in between there.
Super cool.
The stone seems to be shining like a bright star.
Oh, I can't do it.
And as Hertz turns around, she has the exact same star on her forehead. Shining. For just the briefest moment, and then it fades off.
Well done.
That was really.
I'm jumping down and I'm gonna go run and give her a hug.
Did you see that? Look how cool it fucking is.
No, it's so awesome.
Told you to
It's
do
like you with the weird star stuff and everything. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Where did you go? Did you go to the grid?
I mean, I went to like a floaty place, and then there was a light, and then I.
That's where I went when I told you that I could fly and I was faster than you and I turned into a giant fucking wolf spirit.
There was none of that, but
It's different for
Yes.
everybody. That
I
didn't
guess
happen
so. Oh, that was really cool.
Part of the club now. And then I turned to Mr. Cage.
for them.
You next, buddy? Unless you already did it without us noticing. You're really stealthy for a big guy.
I only talk when I need to.
Yeah, half the time we forget you're here. You're just like, ninja.
Fades
Gus,
into the
you can't
foreground.
talk. You can't talk. Just saying.
Yeah, at least we remember your name. And he's like, my name is not Cage.
My name is Yost. I have been you the whole time. No, I'm kidding.
It's actually you from the future.
I am your son from the future. It turns out when a Wunari and a Dragonborn, it makes sirens.
Everything makes sense now.
From the future, but he got reincarnated.
No, but
Met a guy named Zebediah.
what? He goes to put his hand on the beak. And you see the wings start to smoke. And then eventually they just very softly catch on fire. And the
Whoa.
flames spread throughout the whole thing. Until eventually it goes over the head, goes down the beak, and gets to where his hand's touching. And then he is also engulfed in these flames. You can feel the heat. Like it's a huge sized bonfire.
Should we do something? This seems like we should do
The
something.
cure wounds held. I'm pretty sure he won't need it, but just out of
An abundance of caution.
sake.
And the Zord melts and reforms
Oh.
into a T-Rex.
Cool.
Cool!
Cool. Cage, it's so cool.
Okay, aesthetic's still there. 2 mammals, 3 reptilians. It works.
Yeah.
He smiles at it, almost like he recognized it.
Is one of his ancestors?
I was just gonna make a joke about the Beta's grandpa.
racist.
No, it's a thing for them.
So it would have been funny if he had ended up with a Magnodon. Because, yeah, it would have been like, really.
Then it's like, whose kid are you?
Hertz is the only one that gets an intelligence saving throw.
Me?
Yes. This is
Okay,
trying to
Vermithrax.
remember something.
Oh. Oh no. Can I use my inspiration?
You already did.
I thought we had
Yeah, I used a nat
the
20
two.
because I have inspiration.
Okay, yeah.
I can't roll for shit today. I got a 10.
You're not sure why he finds, why he just seems to have this sense of familiarity with this Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'm so mad. I want to know more about him. I'm so mad.
Fucking ask him.
No, it's too easy.
Yo, Cage. What's up with the T-Rex? Anything special?
It reminds me of home. Just then, Hertz remembers him talking about home one time, about 8 years ago. Very vague memory. But he talked about how he was part of a clan of Saren in a jungle somewhere. That's pretty much all you can remember from that conversation, because you were probably in your super angsty teen era. So you're just like, whatever, old man. No, he is not.
I was gonna say, he met a very nice fish lady over there. Wizard.
I put into the Zoom chat asking, is he from fucking Chult?
My grandfather had a T-Rex as a pet.
That's a pretty ballsy pet.
Your grandfather was pretty badass.
A dinosaur's a pet.
Yes, badass. Wait, let's make this more weird. Fuck. There we go.
Yeah.
Sperm
Wow.
falls sideways off of the back of the Velocilisk in shock.
Do you do the anime thing where you just like slip backwards and your feet are in the air?
No, like he literally goes 90 degrees, legs akimbo, and falls sideways off the thing. Yes, so it is a full anime faceplant.
Okay.
Spooks out his
I
notebook.
feel like
Number
he
of
does this ever so often, and Hertz loves it every single time.
You notice that this T-Rex has feathers on it.
For some reason, his hands have gone like this.
Yay! Yay!
The T-Rex has
I don't know.
hands on it.
Feathers.
Has feathers. Oh,
I don't know if anybody heard it, but Kevin's like, number of times Cage is cursed.
2.
Yes, the other one was at that New York trip. Damn, that concert.
I love it that you bring up the New York trip every single time.
But never elaborate.
it's the
Side,
beginning of it.
if we ever get a side episode where it's just I and Kevin, it's just going to be a flashback to the New York
Yes.
show.
Man, we're gonna make that shit crazy.
That might technically count as another one of those tropes, one of those cliches.
Noodle incident.
Do you remember
Yeah,
that
no,
time when we were at the concert? And you're just there.
Mhm.
I'm
And
like,
we never
wow,
spoke of it again.
it's pretty cool. And Yost, with more energy than he's had in a while, jumps into his Zord, the cockpit. Just,
Okay.
and I'm just in there. I'm like,
Comfy seats, leather interior, air conditioning,
Oh, nice. Is there cup holders?
cup holders, extra large cup holders.
Naturally.
and he just kind of stares at the control panel and stuff. It's just like,
I've never seen a control panel like this before, but somehow you feel like this is based less on your intelligence and more of you feeling your way through.
it's been a long time, buddy. Long time.
Sir Barkslot wags his tail. There's mini earthquake in the ground as the tail's like thump, 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 thump.
Well, I see some of my
Good
work
thing they don't have any
there.
cars around. Just set off every car alarm in the garage.
This Zord looks brand new. This is not like the one you had before. You had a hand-me-down before, so to speak, if I recall.
Passed down from the generation, like most swords.
This one
But it's
doesn't
still
have.
life.
This one doesn't have the picture that of you and your mentor in it that you probably had in there before.
Doesn't have the battle scars. Doesn't. Hold on. Missing the extra bottle of whiskey that the guy used to keep here.
It doesn't have the secret. The secret.
It doesn't have all the stickers that you put on the top.
The Coke stain.
It doesn't have your secret French fry stash that you just keep somewhere secret.
Ah,
Oh,
fry.
thank goodness. Because if that was still in there.
I just had like flashbacks to middle school. No, one of my
That's the point of this game, isn't it?
one of my old boyfriends kept like his lunch in his locker for like forever and
Oh,
forgot
that
about it for
cottage
6
cheese
months. Yeah. He brought fucking cottage cheese for lunch and forgot about it for 6 months.
Oh.
And
You
because
forget about it.
stupid-
It's 12.
they were fucking stupid for 12-year-olds. This dumbass is like, oh shit, I found moldy ass cottage cheese. It's orange. Every kid in the school, every boy in the school is like, we have to smell it.
It's,
Of course they
That's
do.
how D&D oozes are made.
Yeah.
the cottage cheese ooze. Make it.
Yeah,
You
it's
know how like Forgotten Realms shit, like that's how the
Yeah. It's just some wizard forgot
that's
to
the secret
forgot
of
to
the
kill his
ooze.
lunch.
Leave it up, Paul.
He forgot to fucking put up his lunch.
and if you watch Cowboy Bebop,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
the forgotten lobster.
Toys in the attic, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Weird Al's living in the fridge.
They had leftover lobster that he left in like this refrigerator in the back of their ship for a year. And it was just like this sentient black ooze. And every single time it showed up, Blake can verify, every time I was like, whoa, as it just like gets closer on the screen. Anyway, so back
We're
to
really off
snap
track.
back.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Mm-hmm.
That was a weird psychic link there.
Yeah.
Somebody was interfering with my me and Remus.
So now that the tension of the moment is broken, Verm is going to go ahead and Ranger flip his ass up onto the top of the top of his new Zord.
Do you do the Super Sentai thing where you like stand on the top, arms crossed,
Like that.
or like that? Yes.
About your flute, that's a dagger. That's also a synthesizer.
That's also. I mean, I've got my
that
I've got my
shit is like-
piano belt.
If you
You'll need to show me that one. Holy
multi-class
crap!
into like a Sentai like synth weaver, that would be that. It would be that.
Isn't there the Weaver
Yes.
Ranger subtype?
Yes.
I mean, there's this yeah the Cassidy type,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really have any sort of synthweaver traits besides spellcasting.
Yeah. Yeah, these two are like super badass and everything. Visca's like just clambering up the side of it, like, oh god, where's the car door on this thing?
It lowers its head.
I don't know how to get
When you think about going in, the Zord's head actually lowers all the way down, and the front part of the head opens up.
I cautiously walk inside.
Yo, Vern, should we warn them about that first little joke?
They'll find out.
It's like a camel.
Did it just spit at you?
No, the that first jump off the line is a little jarring until you get used to it.
Like the first time getting on the back of a horse.
Yeah, it's like camels get up the opposite way most animals that you're used to, so people are like, oh,
It just goes to stand up and I just go right back out the mouth the way I came in.
Hertz is just standing and
You
looking at you like,
you aren't greeted by a seat. You actually greeted by a hallway that goes further in.
what?
I continue up the hallway.
You go further into the hallway to where you think maybe the torso is at, and you come across this big open room, and there seems to be a floating ring above this floor that has a ring on it.
And in the middle, there's
And there's like cylinder walls, like smooth all the way around.
I'm gonna step on top of the ring.
You step into the middle, and the ring lowers, and it forms a latex suit over top of you, and all the walls turn to screens, and you can see everything around you.
It's not latex.
Oh no, you got one of those G Gundam style like.
Yes, she did.
Cool.
I thought it would fit better with her style.
Oh
like
my
it.
god, do I have a fucking like kaiju setup?
Yeah.
No.
It's not Pacific Rim quite, but it's something similar.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
In
Here, I'll find you the reference. Hang on.
In G Gundam, they get like this weird like rubber suit thing that goes on them, and then however they move is how the Gundam moves.
Mm.
But you get like 360 view and everything, and you go to turn around, and like everyone else sees her Zord just like acting weird, like it doesn't know what it is.
It starts chasing its tail, like
It's just like me, just like going around in circles, like trying to figure out how this shit works.
Coincidentally, on the screen, you see a very familiar peripheral vision that you get, where you can just barely see the nose in the bottom middle of your view.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's good. She's used to that.
Yeah, that's when you realize you're looking at it from the Zord's point of view.
Oh.
Oh, this will be unsettling for me. I won't have a big horn in the middle of my field of vision.
man, it's like
Verm, what kind of controls do you think you would have?
He would.
Would you have like
probably
the seat with like the levers and stuff, or?
No, he would probably go more like an Ava cockpit.
Okay.
So his Henshin suit will already serve as a plug suit quite well, but probably more like the butterfly controls and some kind of a neural uplink.
And you got those like, for some reason there's always like two switches. You can just like that. And
Yeah,
make you
the
move
butterfly
forward.
controls.
Yeah.
So Hertz is gonna like put her hand on the dragon's face and just be like, "You're beautiful," and just give it a little kiss. Now, I'll think of it letting me write it.
Puts its hand down. Palm out. It's big enough that you could stand on it.
I stand on it.
Ooh. Pulls you up to the head, and the top part of the head just like unhinges open, and you can just like walk in.
She walks in.
You walk in, and there's a slide.
Yay! Awesome, yes.
You go into a big room. Or at least it seems like a big room.
She has
just
is it
complete,
like the Go Lion slides?
and it's in complete darkness. When suddenly everyone else, and you and Hertz too, hears a rumble as the front opens, just like, and you see her on a stage.
So cool.
Is there like glass in front of her, or?
You're not sure. There seems to be some kind of barely visible barrier.
Oh my
Oh,
Like,
no,
is this positioned on the
it's
top
have
of
to
the
walk
head or in the head or what's going on?
Behind her, it just looks like stars, or behind her, like the night
I
sky.
am so here for this.
In the Zord Wolf Fat, I'm just kind of like walking forward, but I'm like super awkward and walking like a toddler because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Wolf
And
bats are kind of awkward.
Give me
walking
a
in.
d20 roll.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, you're not good at vehicles. You weren't good at vehicles.
I got a 10.
You go to move forward, and you're not used to having like a wing arm. So you like go to reach too far, and you'll almost like fall over, but you catch yourself. Like you almost fall forward.
Verm's Velasquez is going to put up two right arms and like try to steady you a little bit.
I am going to attempt to go forward and lightly tap whatever the fuck is in front of Hertz. Turns out I just mutilate you because I can't control
Yeah, you
my
just bash his claw.
Wing,
You've killed Hertz.
The wing talon just moves closer to you, Hertz.
I step back.
go to step back and you moonwalk backwards.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Excellent.
This is the best.
I love this.
As the dragon seems to not even move its feet and just slide backwards.
Oh. I just wanted to see if you got something in front. Can she hear me?
Yes. All of you can hear each
Okay.
other through some kind of speakers or something through the Zords.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
just
it'd
wanted
be
to see if
kind of
there's
hard
something
to
in front of
use
you.
team maneuvers without being able to communicate with each other.
Well, like,
Oh.
I didn't know if it was like through a PA system or if it was like we just fucking shout through the giant Zords open mouth.
Hey!
Yost, you see the switch for public chat is on, and you can switch it off, and it just goes to your allies, and it doesn't just shout it outwards to everybody.
Loudspeakers. Nice.
Private, regular.
Hertz just leaves hers on public PA all the time.
Absolutely. Hertz is gonna take her and play a diddly on her guitar.
A diddly?
Give me a performance check.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's not terrible. First roll. That's not horrible. I got a 21.
So you're just playing on your guitar? You're not trying to move the Zord at all?
Well, she's just she's testing out the stage, seeing what this thing can do. So she's just like, if it was moved by music, therefore it moves by music. So
This stage
tries
seems
move
to
it
have
by music.
the most perfect acoustics you've ever heard. It seems like the entire thing is built around you.
This girl always sounds so good, girl.
You do
I like
see
to do that,
arrows
and,
on
like,
the floor.
wolf badge just like rah, 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 rah.
You do see some arrows on the floor.
Yeah.
They are not lit up though.
I'm gonna lean over. Is Cage still just out and about, or is he in his Zord?
As you guys get in your Zords and you're trying to move around and stuff, he just goes up to the T-Rex, and like the like in the side of the leg, a door's just like, and he just walks in and it closes.
It's just a door. It's like a wooden door with
so
like
basic.
a knob on it. You just open it.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining like shit. There were old plaster statues out in the desert.
Yeah, like that.
Who's seen The Wizard?
Yeah, like that.
There were Pee-wee's Big Adventure too. We're going
just
really deep
remembering-
cuts with the 80s references tonight, Scott.
I'm
Well
just
done.
remembering
This is
the
place
mini
to do
golf,
it.
the mini golf court at like Ocean City that has a giant T-Rex made of plaster.
I'm thinking of that one hotel outside Las Vegas that had like the big Godzilla-like one they had in the 50s or something. Anyway, so you all get your swords and stuff. Cage's T-Rex, the feathers light a flame as he gets inside, and the T-Rex roars.
Cool.
Nice.
The
He's
mouth,
just the coolest
you
character
see
of
inside-
all of us, guys. He's the coolest.
inside the mouth are just like flames and stuff in the back of the throat.
Oh,
Cage, does this giant have like a garage door?
I hit the garage door opener.
As Yost hits the garage door opener, that crystal wall that was like cave-like before turns fully translucent and just seems to disappear. And you're greeted by like a rocky shore of the beach.
I'm fucking running.
Walk before you
I'm
get
gonna try to
run.
run.
Walk first.
I want to try and run out and try to fly out. Just go.
Learn to walk first.
With your performance check, her dragon seems to shrink into like a star and just out of there. And there's like a light like trail as she just goes like you see it bend upwards into the sky. And that's the last you see of Hertz at the moment.
Ever again. 3 years later. different star system.
Mhm.
Shit.
Hertz, you stop momentarily.
Shit, where's the brakes?
And you are disoriented as you see a ridiculously huge sphere underneath you when you realize that's the planet.
Whoa! Wow!
You can see the moon just barely starting to come around the other side of the planet.
Wow! It's like all evil and shit.
Yeah, it's all ominous.
Can she see the nasties there?
The moment I see it, it plays like an ominous theme, like
Yes.
Jackass theme song.
Yes, you're in a fucking beach dragon. Yes, it does.
The planet itself was like giving it a shadow, so like as it's moving out, it's like the shadow's casting off of it, and you can see the light on it now, and it's just like, whoa, you know. There's some big giant tower gun thing on it, you know, all spooky.
Meanwhile, this bitch blasts off into space, and Visca face plants because she doesn't know how to drive anything.
Basically, the second you make contact with the sand, you fall forward.
It's okay. There's a learning curve for
Like, no, I got this. I'm a bat. I fly better than I walk, right? I'm gonna try and fly.
I'm trying to think what to roll for you.
vehicle.
Give me a Constitution saving throw as you focus on trying to fly.
Things I'm good at. God fucking balls! Alright, that's still pretty decent. That's still a 17.
Wouldn't it make sense to do like athletics or acrobatics or something like that, since she's moving it like with her body?
It would be, but she does not actually have wings physically because she's in that suit. She in G
Yeah,
Gundam
and I'm probably
when they had
trying to like
focus stuff like that, they
Yeah.
focused on it and it just happened.
Yeah, that's
and like
fair.
trying to focus on and connect with the spirit of the Zord.
That's fair.
She opens up her wingspan. It's very Batman wings, you know, very pointed. Where all the digits are on the wings, like that's just like a really overly emphasized like point part of the
Mhm.
webbing, you know.
Nice, yeah.
And you eventually take off into the sky. It's a little clumsy, but
I
you
have
get
no
it.
idea where Hertz is, so I'm just flying along across the water.
You see a part of the clouds that's separated, and you just see a shining star in the middle of the day.
I love
I'm just
that.
looking back to. I'm like, that can't be her, right? I don't know if anybody else is on the beach to see
As
this
you-
or not.
As you're like focusing on it, give me a perception check.
Oh shit, that's actually pretty damn good. 22.
The screen that you're looking at actually zooms in further onto the star, and you realize that it is a dragon form.
Holy shit! I'm gonna start trying to fly upwards, and like in 2 hours, I might reach her.
What's? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't know if this would like do anything, but like, she tries to like, because it's space, so there's no sound, but she just tries to like reach out into space for like instinctually, she's trying to like hear the voices again, or like she's trying to reach out to them, because like she
Draconic
put two and two
talons.
together. That's stars.
Draconic talons reach out in front of you as you reach towards the stars. In the direction they are pointing, that cluster of stars brightens. Also, constantly while you're in here, there is a nice little like backtrack going on constantly.
Awesome.
And it seems to change the beats per minute depending on how you're feeling. Like if you're really hyped, it gets really fast. If you're like very like right now, it's very slow, calming.
I love it. She just kind of looks at it like at the like cluster of stars, and she's just like really considering like looking back at Earth and just up there, and it's like it's just gonna start going down.
Okay. What's Verm doing?
So
The two flying ones flew out of there.
yeah, I was gonna say as Visca gets ready to launch off of the ground, the earth is going to shake and rumble, and the copper velocilisk is going to burst out of the ground.
There's a door.
One of the weird things about the velocilisk here is that while in the written text it explicitly says he has a climb speed, they didn't give him a climb speed. They did give him a burrow speed, so he can move underground.
It means he can climb through the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. Doesn't give him athletics.
So when he has the occasion to move on the ground, the velocilisk is going to move kind of like a gecko, like low to the ground and really fast, skittery feet.
What's the burrow speed for a normal velocilisk?
15.
Okay, I would say you have 30 climb equivalent.
Okay.
For sure. AKA your movement that you normally do, you can also get for climb speed. Actually, no, that's a little slower. As you get out of the dirt and you unburrow, you go to move forward and you like went to go take one step and you took like 5.
Ooh.
You just realized how fast you are.
I'm not used to this many legs.
As just like the perception of like the force on the other side of the lake slightly shifts and you realize it's because you moved. It just happened that fast.
Right. So to recap, Kat, what you missed, as you were going to take off, the velocilisk Zord erupted out of the ground next to you. This thing has a burrow speed, so it can move underground. Yeah.
I heard him yelling, "There's a door!" I didn't know why.
Yeah, because I came out of the ground. So
it's fitting in character too, because I'm probably like gotten it. I fucking took off.
And also, it moves way faster than it has any right to. So that was the other thing that caught me off guard just now.
Visca flies in the wolf bat like how ancient dragons used to fly in 3rd edition. Not very maneuverable, but is able to fly. I don't know if any of you have got the Draconomicon, but it goes like ridiculously in depth on fly speeds and maneuvers and stuff.
They had that in 2e2, so I'm familiar.
It took like, I think it takes like 8 rounds for an like ancient dragon to be able to turn all the way back around and flight.
Wow.
Yeah, shouldn't the wolfbat be the stealth fighter?
Yes. Surprisingly quiet. Surprisingly quiet despite her clumsy movements in the air.
Yeah, except you guys can hear me all yelling. It's fitting because literally the one and only time Visca has ever flown is while we were on the grid. She is having the time of her fucking life.
Oh, that's so freaking cute.
Hertz, you go to fly back down.
Mm.
You go to fly back down as you hit the atmosphere and like it's burning and stuff. You don't feel it or anything, but there's like flames and stuff going on your sword as you.
There's flames.
The rest of you sees a shooting star coming right at you, but Visca knows that it's Hertz.
I'm yelling, "It's her!" So I'm gonna go and try again.
If it hurts, that means you're trying too hard.
No,
stop.
No, it's her. Fucking star.
Yost comes out like prancing sideways and rolling over and doing like all these advanced maneuvers in his sword.
Actually, Hertz not. See, even I forget Yost.
Oh no!
I forgot my own name.
Oh, I forgot your name now.
Yeah, Yost.
Remember the name.
For the first bit,
that's the next emoticon. It's just gonna be like one of you guys and just like who?
He's
It's
just kind of
Yost.
like
You just
sitting
have
in
to
the
do
cockpit.
Yost. It's like, who is this?
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yost probably at this moment isn't going out with everyone. He's in the cockpit, kind of like breathing a bit heavy. Just do Dragonborn sweat?
No.
He glistens.
Yeah, so I glisten a little,
It's really
and I'm just
striking.
like,
You pant.
this makes no sense.
Because you don't have pores to cool down, you cool down with your mouth.
Are we endothermal?
What do reptiles do?
That's what reptiles do.
Reptiles,
Actually, no, they don't. They're cold-blooded.
Yeah, they don't sweat at all.
Okay, you just none of that then. You don't sweat and you don't pant.
birds have like minor direction.
Dragons are magic creatures, so we're just not gonna bother.
We just fart. Oh.
I was like, yes, finally starting to smell like the sword again.
Yeah,
Gotta break it in.
Gotta get the seat right. I'm just like, it's been a while.
I just imagine him like metaphorically adjusting all the mirrors like 5 times and fixing the seat and getting his steering column in place and all that shit.
It's like, I wonder how different or the same you are. Let's test you out. I pull out my coin to the thing you see in the old Power Rangers. Battle mode. Let's see what weapon systems this is going to have. As I get up and just prance down. And I just walk out. It's like, okay, old one had a gravity cannon. Do you still have that? Yes or no?
A cannon does pop out of the back, like the middle back.
Oh, okay.
All right. Aim for Vector Woods over there, because nobody gives a shit about you. Fuck you.
What if the adventure doggos are in there?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I forgot about those. I wasn't there for that session.
No, they went back
What
home.
about the adventure doggos?
They might come back,
They're back home with the Overgod.
but they might come back. I want to see the
Fill water.
Wait.
They went back
On a
to
beat.
they went back to their Overgod, Chris.
Anyway, so I aim at something that's not too.
Just aim out of the water. God's
Yeah.
sake.
And I'm just like, all right.
The billions of fish
Aim
that Scotty and
fire.
Andrew are not there, definitely.
You aim at the water of the lake,
A little bit over it. Basically, so I don't hit anything. Just,
so you hit the shore,
yeah.
or do you shoot up in the sky?
We're on a big. I thought we were like we were on a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a small island in the middle of this big lake that had the tower in the middle.
Yeah, so I aim away.
Oh, okay.
I don't aim up because there's a possibility Hertz might just happen to come through, and I'm not risking that.
And you don't know the range. You might hit the moon from here for all you know.
Yeah. Especially since it's a loon or a wolf. So, yeah, so I just kind of aim and fire.
You go to aim and fire. Okay. The cannon starts to charge up. Hertz, you notice as you're coming in, just this very faint beam of light seems to be coming from the moon, heading towards the direction you're going, and it just focuses downwards. And then you see a flash of light. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
It's okay.
That is
It's
not
okay,
what
Jesse.
happened. Hertz is fine. She didn't get shot.
I don't know what happened there.
It's okay, Jesse. Don't go evil on us.
I think you just bumped the mic.
So it was,
but
or was it,
you
was
see a
it
flash
like
of light.
Or
You saw some light coming from the moon, and it seemed to focus down towards that spot, and then there was a flash of light from that spot you're going.
can I look at it? Like, is it just this like?
There's a zoom on these things, isn't there?
Yeah.
Give
can
me a
I
perception check.
inspect it?
Give me a perception check as you're focusing on it.
It's a nat 1, so.
Oh, your
I'm
dice are
rolling
cursed.
garbage today.
Clouds
Go
just,
rub your dice in salt.
clouds just coincidentally just move over top or something. I
Flock of
don't know.
birds. Hey.
That's a huge flock of birds.
And I ran.
I ran so far away. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wow, those are big birds. Birds got bigger in a year. Weird.
Caw! Save Ezra! Caw! In
I guess
jokes!
I just kind of
Ah.
go down, like, to the beach and land like the majestic star that I am.
As you think that, you go from just like falling into the atmosphere, it's just like everything glows white and you're just like woof and you're there. you guys see the shooting star glow really bright, and all of a sudden it's right next to you guys, stops in the middle of the air and hovers over top of the water, and the water's like rippling away from it, and then like it cools down, and you see that it's Hertz.
Oh, hello, guys.
Well,
you
I
can
attempt to
remove
fly
it.
after him like, you're so fucking fast.
but meanwhile, Yost, you go to fire the cannon, and a beam of radiant energy shoots out from it. It seems weaker than normal, almost like the moon isn't out yet.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the shit was that?
Battle mode.
Not a moonbeam at 9th level.
It says a battle mode? I mean, of fucking course it does. I'm an idiot.
This is a fighting
Battle
machine.
mode
What
button.
did you expect?
Alright. Yeah, I'm just
I don't
testing
know.
out. The
Battle
old
mode.
guy had several weapons installed. I'm just seeing what's came over.
This doesn't actually happen, but as like a joke, Hertz says that, and like her sword's just like battle mode initiated, and then like 50,000 silos open up, and there's like missiles and shit.
Oh,
Macros,
Locking.
massacre. Missile
Forward.
massacre.
4 targets sighted, locked on.
Shoot.
yeah. Lord.
Murder bot aims to please.
No! Murder bot, no!
No, anyway.
It's
Death
actually
is
just
preferable to
gyro.
communism.
Exactly, you get the reference.
Alright, let's see.
But the wingspan comes out on this dragon, and they it looks like a 5-pointed star. The head being the top point.
Yeah, that's pretty rad, huh, Terry?
Yeah,
I
What's
love
that battle
you.
mode? Forgot to tell you that.
Cosmos, I love you!
Oh, she named it.
What'd you name it? I
The
missed it.
Cosmos Dragon.
Cosmos? Oh, yes.
It may or may not be a dragon I have stats for.
Sorry.
Okay, who casts minor illusion?
Alright.
I'm gonna find a button that maybe says battle mode.
Typically, you use your coin to activate it.
Oh, okay.
Though I'm not sure what your cockpit looks like. Describe it to me.
Describe your cock,
It
please.
wrapped me in weird, like, latex stuff.
It's not latex. It's
It's-
oh.
It's not like what your suit is made out of. It's something else. It's weird.
No, it's actually exactly like his suit.
Oh, okay.
What color
And
is
like I'm
It's
standing
not like that rubber.
all around, and I think
Oh.
they're all touch screens.
Oh, Visca, what's your favorite color?
Probably purple.
Okay, it's purple.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not a cockpit. That is not a control room I am familiar with. I have heard about such differences with other teams.
Why are
So,
you talking like this?
I think if I punch something, like it punches with me.
Yeah, I've heard about those. Some Mystic Rangers had something like that. Anyway.
You go into battle mode, and it goes from 2 wings to 8.
Oh my god.
And Jungle Fury also had that.
2 wings to 8. Wow. I'm trying to imagine what that looks like.
It's just all
It
wings.
looks like
And Visca, behind you, your De-fragger arms pop out, but you have 6 extra.
6x. So she has like.
I
So
don't
she
even know
has-
what to do with them.
So she
She's
has
just-
8 arms right now.
She's just flailing.
Oh
it
wow.
looks like the
You look like
Yeah.
Shiva or something.
They're very well
Hindu
armed.
mythology lady.
God damn.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say you got like Indian god kind of stuff going, where you got like the multiple arms. You go from like shaking, rocking up and down and stuff when you're flying to just like complete stasis in the air, just like not moving at all.
I imagine it probably moves like a
I
double
know that I
dragonfly.
can't get to my weapons because they're covered up by the suit, but I'm going to think of them because, like, do I just punch things with these extra arms or do I have weapons with them?
Hardwire weapons appear that look like how you wanted them to. The arms themselves are also the hardwire grid stuff too.
All right.
That's-
We need to do the stuff that I did when I was growing up in training. I need like big straw dummies.
And you notice her with all 8 wings turn into blades.
Yo.
Oh my god, I'm so cool.
When you have too many wings.
What is that?
What am I?
That's a cherubim.
Yeah, that's a
It
cherubim.
is a chichimic. It is a unwanted offspring of deities of the sky or air.
Huh.
It's a epic level 3rd edition monster.
That looks like a classic, like
Oh,
like
20.
old school, like
Yeah, that's some
Gnostic
old school
mythology
angel shit.
cherubim.
Can you find the Godkiller one, the one with 100 arms? That's in that book.
Oh, Heckinshinshire?
Yeah, that one's one of my
They
favorites.
don't look quite as cool.
Holy
as
fuck, the fuck is that?
That thing
That's
kills.
an army.
It kills gods.
That's
That's its purpose.
CR-57.
Its purpose is to show up and kill an avatar of a god. It's the only time it shows up.
Oh, something. I don't know if these Zords, being earlier versions, have it, but at least most teams have a elemental motif or aspect to their Zords. Maybe see if you guys have those. It can aid and power you in certain environments. Don't know if you have those.
Sparkly.
I'm thinking yours might be based on sound or thunder or something. I'm just putting that out there.
Just
Ooh. Bird.
Ooh.
Whoa, what the heck?
What the hell
Oh,
is
that's
that?
cool.
That's
Okay,
pretty-
good.
Oh, no, I know. I recognize that. I don't know what it is, but I recognize it.
it's
I wish it
from Greek mythology. It's whatever the fuck. They have like a billion arms.
Heckinshinshire.
Hmm?
It's the Heckinshinshires.
Yeah.
It's the same thing from here, but that one looks cooler.
I
Yeah.
swear to
Yeah,
God.
I love this book.
It just sounds like you're saying Hecking Chimchar, the Pokemon.
That's yeah.
Heck-
It's a heckin' chimchar.
Good enough. Good enough.
That is one heck in Chimchar.
Like there's like a lot of really cool illustrations in this.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's pretty wild.
It's my,
Nice.
it's my Percy Jackson Greek mythology book.
Nice.
I dig it.
Nice.
So, Verm, I'm assuming you're going into battle mode, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and ratchet it down one.
You think of what you told me in comments, and
Okay.
your talons turn into hammers.
Ah, so the Velocilisk is going to stand upright, and it's got 6 hammer fists, and each one of them is a cyclocosmia hammer on the end.
Oh my God.
So it's hammer time.
It is. He's gonna turn on the group PA, and he's gonna go, "Hey Hertz, I'm polyhammerous."
All 6 arms flex. They're tiny though, you know.
That's actually Visca. Like, I probably go into the water at that
I
point.
got the speakers. I got it. Ha ha ha.
You notice that the moon wolf's ears are down and back.
You okay there, Aya?
Yeah.
I think
That's
this
just
is
kind of
my
like what
department.
Hertz's reaction is. She's just kind of like,
Just like duck out of frame.
whatever. Just no.
She just awkwardly moves to the corner of the stage because there's nothing to really hide behind.
Exactly.
Yost, are these things like airtight? Are they submersible?
I went into space, so.
I fought on the moon, so I would assume yes.
By the way, the moon is super creepy and it has like a killer, like evil bad guy soundtrack, and it's like dun 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 dun. You know?
Okay,
Right.
okay. You went to the moon just
yeah,
now.
just like 2 seconds ago.
No, you didn't go to the moon. You saw the moon.
I saw the moon.
There's a big difference.
You were in space, though.
I
Yo.
was in space, and then there was like.
Okay. I was gonna be like, Yost is like, we all can see the moon a couple times a month, Hertz.
Fuck off, Yost.
And we all saw the moon the other night too.
One of them was blue.
I'm so
Bleedle.
sad.
She has
Ah.
blue skin.
No, I'm pretty sure he was talking about when he had to save her from that vampire chick.
Oh.
No, that
There's a
too.
lot of banging.
I mean,
going
that
on.
was technically actually within the same day for you guys, relatively.
Also,
Pretty hard.
assuming that we didn't,
Dang!
the menage a trois part. So the only naked Hertz we saw was the one when Verm was not involved.
Yost has seen Hertz far more
That's
naked
fair.
than someone who just a friend should really see.
And,
That's
and it's always
totally
be like,
not
we gotta get it, we gotta go. And she's like, no.
Backstage, it's like 5 minutes for then we have to be on stage.
She's with like the male.
Give me like 4.
She's with like the male version of Cleopatra. She's like, I'll never get this chance again.
Yeah.
Listen.
That was the
male,
New York trip.
female, Hertz doesn't give a fuck.
Nope.
He gives a
No
fuck.
shame.
No, it's just teammates she has a problem with.
I'm sorry, the cat is just like was standing there so perfectly, like, yes, you shall look at only me.
She's like right in front of Jesse's face.
It's
This is
adorable.
my life.
Yeah.
Hertz, do you attempt battle mode?
Yes. Because it looks fun, so she'll do it.
A light emits out of the star thing in the middle of the horns that was just floating up there, and it seems to project a hard light keyboard that arcs. It's like a half circle keyboard.
You got a giant play deck? Oh wow.
Ah! 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 Ooh, okay. I'm trying to think of a good song. Get back to me, I'm thinking. Oh! I got the power.
I got the
I got the
touch.
power!
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
She says that, and a bunch of little lights appear above her in random spots, and they all turn into lasers. Everybody give me dexterity saving throws,
Holy
except for her.
cockballs!
Me too.
Woo! What's my modifier for this? Just my own?
Yeah, for now. Until I get stats for these things.
Net
Okay,
20,
that's-
so 27.
That's going to be an 18 for me.
16.
Okay. You're all surprised as these lasers are just shooting everywhere. None of you get hit.
Cool. Fleeing from it, and because also I was curious anyway, I'm going into the fucking water.
You close your wings and you like twirl torpedo into the water. There's no leak or anything.
Okay.
I'm going to
Can
go
I
ahead
see
and dive in
anything?
the ground.
Floodlights, please.
And they turn on as you think about it. Let's see.
Now I have to make him. Now I have to make him figure out what the fuck is in this lake.
What do you see out of the 50 plus things I have?
I thought it was
I
more
have
like
it. Roll
58.
for it.
Go for it.
Do we have
Oh.
a D50?
Is it the scorpion fish or the sub-zero fish? Telling you, man, easiest way. Powder swap. No one will know.
I plan on drawing all these. It's gonna kill me, but it'll be worth it.
I have a D50 on my phone, so I got a 31.
Oh, these aren't numbered. I just have
Oh, I don't know.
them listed alphabetically. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pick something that fits.
Yeah, I'd help you if I could draw a fish.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, and a kraken's there saying, "Hi, I'm a kraken." I'm not gonna do something like that.
Yes.
That's
I mean, she'd try it.
oh, there we go. This document's so huge, it's taking forever to load. Give me a second.
I'm trying to get used to trying to move entirely by blind sight. I guess it would be tremor sense, wouldn't it?
I got a weird boulder that I'm just dancing on. I'm like, James Baxter.
I wanted to
imagine
make that
it's
joke
obscure.
during Waterdeep. I wanted to make that joke with the talking horse so bad.
I'm just imagining that, like,
Let me find that.
Just look up
Oh,
James
yes.
Baxter Adventure Time
Yeah.
for people at home. It's
so yeah, I imagine tremor sense probably looks like Daredevil vision or something. It's like sonar or something.
you feel it,
Yeah.
like you feel it.
Right.
It's like the sense of touch, but more advanced, where you can.
Mhm.
And
Like that feeling that you get when you have your hand just barely on something and not quite touching it, but you know it's there.
Ooh, when Hertz is near you.
Or like that
that's
dickish
gonna be
thing when you
really
put your
annoying.
finger here and like
Yeah.
you feel it, it's uncomfortable.
you go into the water and it's splashing everywhere. And you turn on your floodlights. You just briefly see two objects swim into this like kelp-like vegetation down at the bottom. And then peeking out, you see a human face looking at you.
There are people in the lake.
But their eyes, the eyes pupils are like ridiculously huge.
Mermaids in the lake. Oh fuck me, Hertz.
And it seems to be looking at you terrified.
The
You,
fucking
you just barely see its head and like two little hands. Just look.
PA. Hi, it's okay.
Are you still made out of knives?
Yes. She didn't turn it off, so you hear
Battle mode.
you hear like
Can't believe we brought a knife to a water fight.
as you try speaking in the water, and it just makes these loud humming noises. And the second this happens, it just goes into the vegetation. Just
Oh
disappears.
yes, please.
I speak
Yeah,
well.
that makes sense.
As it disappears, you swear you see like octopus as it goes away.
Cat knows what that is, and I'm so into it, but this guy's got a fucking +0
And then-
intelligence. She has no idea what the fuck
And you
I'm
look to
looking
your
at.
sides, and you realize you have 8 blade arms, wings.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the water.
You find it fairly difficult, for the sword doesn't seem like it's made for swimming.
Oh God, what the fuck, Kevin? Why? Why? Why would you do that?
Oh,
to me?
nothing close to that.
That's I hate this.
Uh,
No, one of you has to put that up.
no, I
I
don't.
don't know how to do this.
Yes.
I hate this.
Instead of that, I'm gonna take our neon dragon friend and just cover up Kevin.
Cursed image.
There we go. Because I forgot he was on screen. No, I'm just kidding. He's gone. Okay. Boop.
Cursed image.
I attempt to doggy paddle up to the surface.
Probably just use the little knife legs to just walk along.
Just like switch back to the internal comms. I fucked up. Bats can't actually swim all that well, apparently.
You turn off battle mode. Maybe you didn't consciously, but you're like, I'm not in battle, and it just turns off. And the
They're
wings,
under-
the wings kind of use them to like as steering, and you just kick with
Oh,
your back feet. It's not super effective, but it's the only way you can really swim.
There's not an underwater mode on this thing, is there?
Some Zords have that. I don't know about yours. If
Yeah, I don't know about Wolfbat being very good underwater.
if
I
it
don't know what
did
this shit can
on
do.
the traditional panel that I'm used to, there was a sub feature, but again, very few Zords have that.
Yeah, I don't think mine does.
I
Yeah.
imagine the
But
Velocilus
also-
would swim like a crocodile.
She eventually gets to
Oh,
shore.
in the lake.
She gets to shore, and she's saying this, and she's
Just
not
like the shake-off
controlling.
thing.
She's not controlling the Zord, but the Zord itself does the canine shake and shakes off all the water.
She probably would have done that as well, so.
Actually, yeah, you would, because you strangely
Yeah.
do feel. You did feel like water was on you, so you probably did have
Oh,
an
that's-
instinct. Yeah.
Is there anything like driftwood on the beach?
Anything what on the beach?
Like driftwood or anything?
Oh yeah, plenty of that.
Hey, one of you guys, can you throw me some... Fuck it, I'm just gonna attack it. I'm gonna see if I can...
Fetch!
Huh?
She throws the stick and she yells fetch.
I was gonna see if I can get like the sword thing. I want to cut it, and I want to see if I can use my De-fragger strike. I'm wondering how the fuck this thing bleeds if it does. I don't know if my abilities can go through it or not.
Roll me an attack at +8.
Meanwhile, Scott's going.
26.
Can a Zord bleed?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I'm just doing the little one, just the 5 hit points.
So if you say that,
You go to do that, and it doesn't. You don't. The smite thing doesn't go off. You don't spend hit points.
Okay.
But you do attack, and the wood just splinters into just even tinier pieces, as she leaves a good 5-foot cut into the beach, as she just machete chopped, just with her wing blade into
This
the
is awesome. Mm-hmm.
So
You also feel like you have a bite attack too.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
I'm like, all right. So let's see if I still have stuff.
Oh, because you were trying to do a super special move and not just a normal strike. You notice the water where she struck through the lake parts and then goes back.
Oh, it's so badass, guys!
Like the wind just was really focused there.
So,
And,
all right.
and Yost, you're pretty sure her element is air.
Oh, makes sense. Let's see. Rockets. Do you still have those rockets? Yes. No.
Rockets for flying?
No. Well, later,
Torpedoes.
but missiles.
Yeah, side hatch is open.
Good. Those came in handy. Do you have the flight capability?
Give me a concentration check.
Console what?
Con save.
Yeah.
Console what?
It's something spellcasters normally have to deal with.
You sure not land vehicles?
You will have proficiency in it. I'll give you that, if you don't already have it.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with
Nope. Using my 20.
with proficiency in con saves.
Yep.
You fly, but like Peter Pan kind of pixie dust kind of fly.
No!
Or
I also could!
like this form should not be able to fly, but it does anyway. Voltron kind of flying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
The Velociraptor is going to poke its head out of the dirt and say,
Lunar wolf. I can make it to the moon. I've done it before. That's why I have flight.
you're going to just get one talon on one
Wait,
finger.
can all our Zords go into space?
I don't know. My old kind could.
I thought we had to turn into like some big giant mecha.
I was just
Every-
in space.
Every group's different.
Well, I
That's
thought
why
that
we
was
gotta
just
learn
special for
these.
you.
Love them. Become one with them.
I do, however, say we should maybe not go to space right now, though, since
You hear a roar of flame, and you look behind you, and some of the sand is glassed as you see the T-Rex behind you breathe fire.
And we just hear, yay. Whoop, whoop.
just click. This is enjoyable. Click. Oh God, he's basically Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This is the happiest I've ever been in my life. Oh God,
I mean,
it's so
yeah, I mean that's pretty much who Yost.
not Yas, Cage.
Yes. I'm good.
No,
Verm is going to try.
it's okay. No one remembers me.
I just thought of Cage, how the T-Rex flies. Do you remember Beast Wars? Transformers? When Megatron had the propellers that came out of the side and just let him fly?
Damn it.
That's the thing I gotta Google now.
Damn it. Alright, that happens for his flight. I'm like, that's stupid, but I'm like, no, that's just so... what Retroverse would have. I can't say no to that.
What am I even looking at?
I don't know what you're looking at.
What are we looking
None of
at?
us can see. I mean, we literally don't know.
But
I don't understand. Hang on, let me go back and send a link.
the,
Like,
Oh. These are the coolest shit. Like this is the coolest shit that I've ever had to do in my life. I love
I'm still
this.
checking out the controls. What other functions does this thing look like it has on mine?
it looks like it has burrow speed. It looks like it has, Looks like you can just move really fast. Yours seems to be more on speed than anything else. Very, you're thinking the element is earth.
That goes to figure.
Wait,
where are the propellers? Wait, what are these stats? What the heck? Beast Wars Megatron.
Oh, the stats are for comparing toys and stuff. It's
Oh, okay.
something they've been doing since the 80s.
He
Yep.
just has a fucking. He has a T-Rex for an arm.
The one does, yeah.
That's
You want to look up the Transmetal version.
Transmetal. Okay.
that actually is pretty cool. Sorry, people at home. We'll stop doing this. Anyway, so you guys are on the beach. You got your stuff.
What element is mine?
You're not sure.
Can I make a deduction?
Insight.
Yay! Not 20
Finally. Well done.
for something very important.
Vinylly.
Oh.
You think yours? There's earth power. There's air power.
Heart.
Water.
Award!
is in
Yes!
there.
You are heart. That's it.
That is the conclusion you come to. Yes.
I'm a heart! Yay!
But you can also think of it
Heart.
as star power.
Ah! I love it. So sparkly. This is the best. This is the best.
This is so cool.
Love this. Can we just go fuck up the laser dragon now?
I want to, but I don't think we can.
Uh,
Though we are very equipped to go save a princess.
I have a mad urge to go up and just fly away into space, but also.
As you say that,
Yeah,
you
no, we
actually
should-
do.
No, no.
Okay, Carrie. I know you love me, but don't eat your hoof
You
on
stop.
the foot.
You stop halfway out of the atmosphere.
Come
I mean-
back.
If you want to go to the moon, you could get the Zords up there. We could always use extra.
I mean,
I feel like we
I
should.
don't. Okay, listen. I don't want to listen. I'm like, listen. I don't want to go to the moon. I would just want to go down. It's gonna go down.
She suddenly is back down next to you guys.
Jesus. I thought,
I'm really fast.
you just be there.
Yeah.
I
Don't
do
go, you
think that we should try to stay out of the sky because I don't know how much of an air support Reticule has with the various different dragons or helicopters or whatever the hell else he has around.
We don't know nothing yet.
I know.
Yeah, we learned.
Scott is still working
know,
on that.
They don't know we have these, and they should not.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, should we not take it with us when we go to get the princess?
We can always summon them.
It should be.
We can do that?
Well, my old group used to be able to. I don't know if these kind can. I'm assuming a lot of things based on my old.
It is safe to assume that you could summon it.
You just basically go, the name of your Zord. Get your ass over here. Actually, you just say your name of your Zord and they normally respond. But often when you're in a heated combat, you're like, get over here.
So is Yost just like, oh, come here, boy.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Yes.
And then you have like and then you have the Power Ranger thing where it just like the thing opens up and it's just a dramatic like giant mech wolf coming out, running across this big forest, and it just gets to you.
Mine
Excellent.
just bursts out of the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Like Big O.
Yeah, I was about to say just like Big O.
Or
You,
Transformers, the first live action movie, which isn't that good. The whatever the heck we're supposed to be. I think you're supposed to be like Scorponok or crap. Busting out of the ground.
Yeah.
oh. You said first Transformers movie, and I thought of the 80s.
Well, I said live
No,
action.
not the one where Prime dies.
One must
Yeah.
stand.
One must fall.
Spoilers.
I freaking love that line. I've
Dude, it
never
was
watched the
an
movie.
I think it's
But
been
that-
long enough.
I've never seen that movie. I've seen reviews for it, so I know everything about it anyway. So I don't know. The
I know. I'm glad.
that line from him though just chills down my spine every time he says it.
You gotta find it, man.
I
It's
know.
so good.
What
Unlike
are we
they-
talking about?
The animated Transformers movie from the 80s.
Oh.
They're so good. The music soundtrack was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Got the touch. Got the power. And we just got copyright strike. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I think that we should probably go down and like get out of the Zords and like have a proper conversation about
Yep.
our plan, because otherwise
Probably.
I will just be going up and down into space.
Here's-
What do we have here? You hear interconic.
Hmm?
Looking up into the sky, you see a laser dragon flying towards you.
A laser dragon of what size?
As big as you guys.
Oh, good.
Okay, so it's not Radicule. Cool.
It's the biggest one you've seen besides Radicule.
That's okay. Fuck.
Hey, is this one of your cousins?
Roll initiative.
That's
Big
racist.
Jimbo.
Like
That
it's
is
an
weird.
actual
I got
dragon,
nat
right?
20 again.
That's a dirty 20 for me.
Like it's an actual dragon, right?
It is an actual dragon.
This is an actual dragon, yes.
Sweet. Cool.
21, and he has to
24,
make
I
a
guess.
will save?
Not in this form.
I mean, I
we
can't just be
cannot.
like,
we can't. That's
how?
our abilities.
it's just like, "Woo," and he's like, oh god.
Is that wolf mooning me? Oh god! Anyway, so I heard a dirty 20 from Yost. Or was that nat 20?
No, not
Dirty 20 for me.
the other ranger.
Everybody forgets. Everybody's name.
11.
11.
We're all just idiots here.
Then Hertz got nat 20, which is...
24.
You know, I heard something funnier. 25. Sorry. Dumb SpongeBob reference. Anyway.
Visca got a 16.
They can't all be gems.
No, they can't.
No.
The Hertz goes.
The Hertz.
Can I do magic?
You're not sure. What do you try to do?
I want.
Do you try to cast a spell?
Yeah. I want to cosmo spaghetti on it.
Give me a performance check.
Okay. I got.
Don't worry, Yost. It'll be your turn soon.
I think I might have
I
broken
got
a
a
little
dirty
bit.
20.
Nice.
30 to 20. Okay. You cast Mom's Spaghetti.
Okay.
And it's
Do I
max.
need to roll to hit or? Hold on.
I believe that is a save on my end.
Hold on. It's always so wordy. The target must make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. It chooses to succeed.
Ah.
What do you mean it chooses to succeed?
Legendary resistances.
And or somebody
This is dumb.
points.
It could have actually rolled and still would have passed anyway, but instead it spent one of its legendary resistances to automatically pass.
Okay. Sadly sits in the corner.
Nothing happens? It's not like half damage or anything?
Hold on. Oh. Wait. On a failsave, they take 1d. Every ally within range that can hear.
You can tell it's been a while since we've had a combat.
Yeah.
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 What is
Well,
combat?
it's a wordy spell.
No, I mean, just
Oh,
shit. I would have to go out and look up how my shit works again. I got to go check and see what abilities I have.
You're going to see a lot of notes that I haven't seen yet.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's on the failed save that it does all the damage, but it does.
So it's
They take half damage. Okay.
okay. Good. I was about to say only cantrips are supposed to be like if they make the save,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Yeah.
You automatically roll at the max amount of allies you could have.
Yay! That's 8d8. Sick.
Shit.
It's a
Fuck
good
'em up.
spell. It's a good spell.
Meanwhile, Yost's like wolf sword is doing like that, prancing with the front paws, just like really impatient. What are you gonna do down there, wolf? And you just fly up and grab him by the jugular.
There's a lot of math involved, so give me a moment.
If only you actually had the Prodigy background with the math proficiencies and all that.
I wish.
What?
But Aya is not Hertz. Only a little bit.
She is, if you believe.
Only a little bit Hertz.
Only a little bit of it hurts.
Upgrade to kilohertz. Oh, wait, no. Skip that. Go to megahertz. No one wants to kill a hertz.
Megahertz sounds awesome. Just,
You know it.
just as I know.
And I'll tell you what's even better. Gigahertz.
And then it can go up to pentahertz? No, zatohertz, I think is the highest.
Yottahertz.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway, she did 31
That's a
points.
yottahertz.
31?
No, half of that. So
15.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
You mentioned something about its horn looking stupid, and it just scoffs at you, I guess.
Ah, you motherfucker! I'm gonna kick your ass.
Verm, your head's in the ground right now. That's it. Your head's like popped out of the ground.
He did hear us going, fuck, so he probably knows that something's up.
No, I mean, at the beginning of initiative, he was still technically burrowed into the ground. It's not going to matter too much. I'm just saying where he's at.
Oh, I was just
Yeah,
so
he's
he knew what we're looking at.
he's gonna turn on the public. He's gonna turn on the PA channel and he's gonna bellow, "Come and get me!" back in Draconic, and he's gonna definitely make sure that he hears that laser Dragonborn inflection, so he knows what's down here.
Give me persuasion.
Ooh, that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay.
So he's gonna use his movement, or he's gonna bury himself in the ground again, and then burrow down a few feet.
The dragon just flying there, just looks down at you and tilts its head. You think you got its attention?
So he's gonna hold. That's the end of his turn because burrowing actually takes his action.
Okay. Visca. You are on the shore and you just dried off.
Battle mode, please.
Blades turn into wing blades.
Do I think that I can get to it? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna rush at it, and I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but I'm gonna try it anyway because I gotta find out. And I'm gonna attempt to cast Revving Smite on the wing blade things.
Okay, roll an attack at +8.
An attack kit. What? Oh, fuck me.
Not this session.
That's only a 12.
Hey, you know you only have to ask.
Did you remember Mr. Cage?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Rolling initiative for Mr. Cage. Because I lied. Alright. He goes next, so good thing you reminded me.
I pretty sure I missed. I don't know how many arms I can attack with.
Your blade wing, you just like slash like that. And like this air crescent blade just shoots out and it fades off right before it hits.
Do I think my spell took effect? What it does is it's basically one of the smite spells. It's just there until I dismiss it, and it makes my weapon deal 1d4 extra damage.
You feel something going on with the wings. You're not using your spell slots or anything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is the one that basically makes your sword into a chainsaw.
You hear slight humming coming from the blades on the wings.
You've got prog arms.
You notice with your giant wolf bat ears, because those ears are freaking huge on the wolf bat, that you can hear that that from the wings is actually a bunch of tiny little blades on it moving rapidly.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
Ah, you're a giant cheese grater.
And then the T-Rex down below just walks up to the edge of the shore. And he breathes fire and it doesn't go far enough.
Oh, it doesn't have like a
can't
meteor
fly?
Oh,
swarm?
no, he would shoot a little fireball thingy. Okay, let's do that.
My
Yeah,
dude,
you can also
can you
fly,
not?
remember?
Just a T-Rex flying is always a funny image. It's always a funny image. Its little arms just helplessly flailing, and then its big legs flailing even more so.
Hell yeah.
Mouth opens and it just shoots like this fireball thing. And it does hit. Let me get just want to make sure I get the AC right. Oh, yeah, definitely hit. Or, a whopping. Ooh, 14 fire, not bad. Singes the side of the dragon's head. Looks down at the T-Rex and scowls. As best as a dragon can, anyway. It looks like the attention for that was on Verm shifted over to Cage. And Yost.
It's like, alright. Fortunately, I can't test out the other weapon system, so missiles. Pew!
+8. Exactly. Whoever that was.
26.
Yeah, that hits. And you roll me
500 D6.
4d6.
4D or 4?
4d6.
Okay.
4 dice.
I was just making sure because you know
Yeah.
how audio is on these things. Ugh, that's kind of shitty. Oh, that's real shitty. 8.
8 total.
Yeah.
Oh.
2 1s and 2 3s. Real shit roll.
Okay. Hit him on the other side of the head.
Like,
As your fireball things are just like poof.
just like, yield's a bit low. Got to adjust for that.
The laser dragon's face is all singed black, and then suddenly you just see like 6 green eyes pop open. You know, it's like blink, blink, blink. It's fire damage on its face, or whatever.
Wait, green eyes means what? Oh,
Means it's a laser dragon.
I thought they changed eye color as they aged. Also,
No, they get more eyes as they age.
Yeah, this one has 6.
Ah.
Verm only has 4.
4 eyes.
Yeah, he didn't get called that a lot. He was kind of the big kid on the playground.
Okay.
I guess for Laserborn it'd be more like 6 eyes.
But like that's cool and they're like
Yeah.
it's like getting facial hair when you're in middle
Yeah,
school.
exactly.
In elementary school, yeah,
I heard his eyes came in when he was 12.
1 eye.
Ooh. Does this mean like they start out with one and just it keeps going, or like?
I think they're probably like born blind, and then like the first set of eyes opens after like a couple of weeks.
It reminds me of this dumb comic I saw where it's like this guy had like nipples where his eyes should be, and he's like, my eyes are down here, and she like looked down and his eyes are down there,
Oh
and she was
no.
really horrified for a good reason.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Right?
Yeah.
Our comics, everybody. Sorry, our comics. You got some weird comics. The dragon decides it's gonna.
Mhm.
It opens its eyes and spreads its wings out and lets out a frightful roar. And nothing happens. And it seems surprised that none of you were frightened.
Don't scare me, bitch. I've seen Worm wake up in the morning.
That's not nice.
As it decides to go to the nearest threat, or at least what thinks could be a threat, another dragon, as it flies over towards Hertz.
It just gotta go past. Oh shit! I don't know if it has to go past me or not.
Yes. You do get an attack of opportunity.
I will take that at a +8. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God balls. 13.
Hello, I am the god of balls.
I am Bolsak, the
13.
philosopher.
I'm a Tanuki. 13, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. It flies by faster than you expected. Swung too late.
Fucking dick.
And it comes over and it makes a bite attack and 2 claws. That hurts. Now, Hertz,
Ow.
your AC right now is 20. And you have
Damn.
300 hit points.
More hit points than you'll ever have in.
It's more hit points than I have.
Now, when I say that, I mean your Zord has 20 AC and 300 hit points.
Mm.
So, first attack makes it with a 24. The bite does it. 21 with the first claw. And 27 with the second claw.
Jesus.
So you
Oh,
take...
scrapyard for these guys.
As its maw opens, you notice its teeth themselves seem to be glowing with laser energy. As it seems to bite into you, and you feel it. Maybe not like directly pain, but you feel the pain that the Zord is feeling. As it bites and rips and claws.
No!
As you take... I'm doing quick maths now. 51 damage. Since all 3 attacks hit you.
Ow.
That's a combination of magical piercing, magical slashing, and radiant damage.
Yikes. Yikes-a-rooney.
It is, I believe, your turn.
My turn?
Yep. This dragon's all up in your grill. We got like a dragon battle going on. They're like twirling in the air.
Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna try to do that keyboard thing again. Just do another. I got the power.
When you cast your spell before, the keyboard did come out, and you actually played the keyboard.
Okay. Let's see.
You feel like you do have bite and claw and tail attacks.
Oh, I know what I do. Can I bestow curse upon it?
You okay there?
Yeah, I just almost fell out of the chair. I'm throwing the dog's toy to keep him distracted.
Bestow curse. Does that require a save on my end?
Typically, yeah, I think.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You just play, it always feel like somebody's watching me. You ever get that feeling? Whoa. 16.
It just makes it.
Okay.
Meh.
Do you do anything else in your turn?
I-
You technically have not moved yet.
Right. I'm gonna give what's it called?
Hype dice.
Hype days to Mr. Cage.
Sorry there, Jesse. Okay. So, Cage has hype dice. Do you do anything else?
I mean, I'm gonna move back from it so it can't hit me again. Cause that hurts.
Okay.
That hurts.
As you move back with a legendary action, it does a tail attack. as it twirls around with its tail and tries to smack you with it. 23 definitely hits, as you take another 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Here's where being large is kind of difficult, because even when you're moving away, you're still in range, because everything large has a huge range for melee attacks.
Okay.
But that is your turn. So it is Verm's turn.
Verm is kind of pissed off this thing is not landing. Can't really do a whole lot down here
Do
on
you
the
have
ground. when
anything in
Fluttershy was flying.
range?
I did my review of that cockpit controls panel.
When you try to think of doing something ranged, do you notice all the spikes on your back seem to quiver a bit? The spikes on the bosses.
All right, well then I guess he will dig his way up to the surface and point his ass up towards the laser dragon.
All right, you shoot a whole bunch of spikes from your back.
All right.
Give me a +8.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oh!
Yes.
Roll me 8d6.
8d6.
Yeah.
Good thing I got.
Because you... Oh, wait. Roll me a flat d20.
Roll you a flat d20.
Yeah, we're going with the Retroverse crits.
Oh yeah, Retroverse crits.
11.
Okay, so you deal 24 damage plus another 4d8. Or 4d6, Jesus, what am I saying?
I'll take the 48.
Okay, so 18 on the d6.
18, nice, okay. I love math. Love dealing
Do they like replenish themselves?
Yes, they automatically replenish themselves.
Cool.
Almost like you have infinite spikes. Spike-tastic.
Got half spikes.
I feel like your Zord's name is Spike.
Oh, that's my cousin's name. He doesn't like that at all.
Is this the cousin that's like the son of Norbert?
No, he's this. Well, I mean, he could have been. He might as well have been. I mean, he's the goober who plays the saxophone.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. Oh, spoilers to everybody else. Anyway. So that is Verm's turn. It is Visca's turn. You're in the air. You're within fly speed to get up
Cool.
up in the business.
Terry. I might get to fuck off my friend, and I'm gonna fucking dive at this thing, and I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna try and bite and do the 2 wing stab things at the same time. I don't know if I can. I don't know how much I got.
Suplex his ass.
Roll me 3 attacks.
Yeah,
Plus-
what I'm mostly trying to do
+8.
is I want to knock him closer to the ground.
Oh, you want to do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
is
want to pile drive his
You wanna
ass.
do that?
bite his throat, grab his wings, and suplex him.
You think if you grapple him, his movement would become 0, but it
Oh
is
shit!
the same size as you and a dragon.
Fuck it, we're over the water. I know I can swim.
Okay, give
Poorly.
me. What is your proficiency bonuses right now? +4.
Yes.
Okay, roll me +9 on your grapple check.
Would we be hitting the water, or would we be hitting the ground?
You pretty sure you'd be hitting the water.
Okay.
Also, this does not look like an aquatic dragon of any kind.
22.
Ooh, okay, let's see. 22. That succeeds.
Ow, fucking dick!
No, you succeed.
Oh,
It-
you succeeded.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
that 22, you succeed on that check.
Yeah!
So you just fly up on behind it and you like grab it by the wings with your wing things.
Uh-huh.
It's the equivalent of like holding somebody like this,
Yeah.
but by their wings.
Heck yeah.
As you both
He's
start
in
falling
the-
from the sky, and I assume I'll say you position it downwards
Mm-hmm.
towards the water.
Yeah.
You think you could still do a bite attack?
I'm gonna try that shit.
+8.
22.
You bite into the back of its neck.
Okay.
And you give me 4d8.
Hella.
As
and
everyone else notices, when she opens her mouth, the fangs enlarge and like 50,000 more teeth show up.
oh shit,
Jesus.
awesome. Question: does my Revving Smite spell affect that, or is that just the wing blades?
It affects that.
Hella.
That's the bajillion teeth.
You have chain mouth.
Yes.
22.
2. All right. Quick maths. Thank you, calculator. You are my best friend. All right. Glowing green blood splurts everywhere. The same color of its eyes.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. No. I almost forgot. Cage.
And he has inspiration dice, I think, or hype dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get more dice because I don't have enough d8s. Which is a thing that has never happened to me before.
Never enough D8.
He runs along the shoreline, getting closer to where you're falling into the water. Actually, if we go by Xanathar's rules, you guys are already in the water. So, there's a dragon, and a wolf bat in the water now.
Sounds like the beginning of a joke.
So a star dragon, and a laser dragon, and a wolf bat all decide to go to the lake.
Wait, why are you in the water?
Because it was thrashing at... No, it didn't that's right, it did not grapple Hertz, so I guess Hertz is not in the water either.
I'm above the water.
Oh, God,
Okay.
it could have grappled her.
There I am.
Sorry, I was having like the theater of the mind, I was just imagining like they were like, two dragons battling. But, yeah. So, Cage just like...
the dragon!
Cage just is up at the edge of the shore, and you see his T-Rex head like looking around into the water. Maybe he was going to try to shoot another fireball, but he doesn't want to hit somebody he doesn't want to. Also, it's water. And he's not sure the fireball will do much. I'll have him roll anyway. What's your hype dice now?
Mine is 10.
Ooh, okay. We'll roll at disadvantage, but with that hype dice. So, darn. Of course I rolled a 1 on the D10.
No!
Fireball just goes into the water. Yost. Currently, the laser dragon is in the water with Visca. More of Visca's kind of like pinned his wings, and he fell into the lake.
Yeah, we're both probably tangled up right now.
Wonder if I could do this. Because there's so much we don't know about the Zords, because they're still being built. So could I use an attack to essentially zoom to the laser drag, basically like one of my exemplar things, like the gravity kick, and basically go and hit him, but make it for, because it's gravity, that the water kind of just pushes out of the way, and I can just kind of ram or bite into him.
That's so cool.
Being lunar, I'm gonna say your element with the moon lets you control water like that. So
I dig it.
That's so cool.
yeah.
So basically,
Oh my god, you guys are all so cool.
I will.
This is the one pinning an adult laser dragon.
I'm the dragon!
So that's what I'm
Fighting
thinking.
a dragon!
You've
It's cool!
played Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
Yes. You limit
Red
break?
13? Yeah, Red 13.
Yeah.
You know, some of the stout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what was the name of that attack? Probably got the wrong thing. Like, it wasn't Cosmo Memory. Slid Fang, maybe? But yeah, whatever.
Where he starts like the slow build up of the run and plays.
Yeah, it's just like, and I will. Should we treat it like my regular gravity kick? In most ways,
I'm opening it up right now.
unless you guys alter.
And I get to see all the fun comments on here.
he hasn't touched anything of it yet.
No, I'm gonna work on this tomorrow,
Essentially,
Sunday.
I attack, roll, hit, massive damage.
Okay, roll +8 for your attack.
Ending my point.
Oh,
Natural
fuck
20.
yeah! Fuck it up!
Okay, roll me another d20. Actually, no, wait. You're using your nat d20. I'm just gonna say it auto does max damage, and you do damage on top of it.
Okay.
Fuck it up.
So,
Oh,
what
shit.
Do I just use?
For funsies, I'm gonna do the con save for it, because
There's no save.
the
Unless
Gravis.
you added-
Did you pick the Gravosaurus option for the last part?
Hmm?
I'm not sure, because I know
Um,
you named it differently because I'm
the,
like, it makes sense.
At least when I wrote it or put on my sheet, it was essentially you make the attack,
Mm-hmm.
it functions, all the stuff. Or if it's a save one, they get the one save. It
I
does make more sense for a second save. but
literally
that-
just added today that there's going to be a second save, and that's for the conditional thing. So like the innate damage does, and Kat got me for some of these. She wrote some stuff down. I haven't read it yet,
Yeah,
but
I mean, it makes sense.
I
I don't have that because I haven't seen the updated stuff.
What would be the secondary effect? Is that the Gravosaurus one?
Disadvantage on all attacks.
Okay.
For 1 round, I think.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on all attacks.
Yeah, I think it's
Was it the
Heirs of the Dragon, I think.
Moonhound? Oh, it was the
Yeah,
Moonhound.
Wolfhound. Yeah, Wolfhound. Yeah.
Okay, so it needs to make a charisma saving throw. And because legendary resistance is a douche, it passes.
No.
That should be it though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
the
it should be out, or like-
damage. What was your damage? You maxed out, and then you get to roll again.
So
You had to
do
pull
I?
out the dice calculator.
Yeah. Do I just use my damage? Is it enhanced at all?
I'm gonna use the wolf's damage, which will be the same as Visca's bite, which is 4d8.
That's not how my attack works.
His does more, I think, or...
Right now I do 11d6.
Holy
with my attack.
fuck, how?
11. I thought we were level 12.
Oh, 12, sorry. I was using the exemplar attack, which is based on my level.
Oh, I think he was talking...
Roll me
Yeah.
12d8.
Oh, D8. Where's my d8?
Also, max that out. Let's see. I'll max it out. Give me a second.
Good for
Okay,
you.
whatever you get total plus 96.
Holy fuck balls.
You said how many d8?
Your
Cool.
level.
My level 1 d8?
Yes. 12 d8s.
Jesus.
I'm
Yeah.
going to use my calculator.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
that. Because that's what I just did for your max.
Yeah.
Your max is 96. Also, I'm just gonna have it straight up. How do you kill it? Because
Yeah,
at this
'cause
point, you've
shit.
killed it.
65
Oh my
plus 98.
I feel
so
like that maybe be a little overpowered.
Well,
Yeah,
that ability.
yeah.
we can adjust it.
I'm gonna adjust it later. I'm just
Yeah.
yeah.
So basically, you just see me zoom in and just rip straight through it, leaving like that perfectly, not circular, a wolf-faced shape
Oh,
hole
gross.
straight through. And I end up on the other, shore a little, just kind of like, yeah.
You guys just hear like the wolf howl, and there's like this slight like moon shimmer like light trail on him as he just goes straight through the dragon. And in your mouth is its heart.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cause why not?
Go back to where Visca is and just drop it.
Aw, that's so cute.
Amazing. Hertz.
The water was like spread out when that happened, and then it like moves back in, it crashes in.
Oh my
And
god!
there's
it's
just like,
bleeding into the leg.
and there's
It
just
probably
like
looks
laser
like-
blood just spreading everywhere, and the corpse eventually floats up towards the surface.
Laser blood.
Can you not? Can you get down?
I got laser blood.
Yeah, so Visca comes out of there shaking off blood and water. That was amazing.
So cool.
Hertz, can you try and do like a perimeter sweep? I want you to fly up really fast, look around, see if anything is following this dragon. I hope to God it's the only one.
I go look. I see.
As you go to fly, you actually the wings actually go to fly. It doesn't turn you into a star, and you don't shoot off.
Okay.
And
I zoom.
give me a perception check.
I got a 12.
You do not see anything else that seems to have come from its direction at all.
It's all clear, Visca.
Cool.
Hey, Visca, this question. I know this is pretty stereotypical, but does the wolf bat by chance have radar? Or a kind of sonar?
I mean, it
It's a
seems like
bat.
it's got really good hearing. I don't know.
Bat?
It does have blind sense. I will say
Oh, shit.
60 feet. Because it's huge size.
Okay, so not long range. I was hoping it'd be like a radar dish, like, or be like a Doppler radar. The weather today.
You have the blind sense as long as you're not deafened. So
Okay.
if it somehow suffers the deafened condition, you don't have it anymore.
Thanks to whoever gave us those natural 20s again.
That was
Yeah.
Jeanette, someone who's been wanting to be on here for a while.
Why is
Let
it?
her on, for
Nick,
God's
come play
sake.
with us, please.
She has a
A busy life.
another campaign that she normally runs at this time.
It's not that important. Ours is.
Ditch them. We're better. Cool we are. We fight dragons. What do you do?
Oh,
I'm sure the other game's actually great.
I drew her whole crew. They seem pretty nice. But the yeah, we're gonna end the episode here.
Holy shit, guys.
I
As
didn't
the
even
sun-
get to yell a verb today.
Are you laughing at the cat? There's just a cat. Just in the corner.
Wait. Here's my cat. No, don't move. Don't move, please. You're too cute.
No.
There he is.
Oh.
Look at that sassy, loungy boy.
Oh, God, he just
Like-
likes murder.
Oh god, he looks so angry.
He's just tired. Like all the spotlights around him are nice and warm, so he's just like, yes, warmth. Anyway,
So, yeah. Next training session, we'll learn to try to make the Gigazord.
Oh shit.
Is
And
this
just
what it's
two
gonna
us
be like
fumbling
for
all
the
over each other in the sand.
Yeah, be like,
It's gonna be a big robot orgy.
next episode, there's gonna be a huge nerf on the Gigazords as I figure out how to actually make them work mechanically.
Yeah.
Yay!
just.
I feel like
change
everything
stat.
up until that thing was working fine.
Yeah.
His power
Vertex
attacks. That's the thing.
overall are strong.
I don't think that issue is with the Zord. I think that's an issue with the Henshin class. But we can talk
A
about
little
it.
column A, a little column B. Obviously, everything you guys are doing in the Zord today was off of nothing. So
Yeah.
All right. Anybody got any plugs before we go off?
Not this week.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, no, it's a calm week.
Rain and Stone next week, which I will plug better than I
You
can.
hurt. Get down.
Rain and Stone on Wednesdays comes out every Wednesday night when I finish editing it. And it is super great. And next week, we're going to have a super special guest star. You're not going to hear it until 2 weeks from now, but it's going to be super fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, our typical Trackless Sea was canceled, and same with
Don't remind me.
Reign of Misrule this
Reign of
week.
Misrule.
We will have a game that may be uploaded separately.
At a later date.
Maybe. Depends on how bad we do and if we forget to hit record.
It'll be fun. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Sunday night Dungeon Academy also, I forgot.
Yay!
We haven't played in a million years, but Dungeon Academy, come see us talk about dead golems.
Yeah. And I guess after that one, we'll see you guys Friday.
Yep.
Yes. Where we always come here and hang out and talk about espionage and Zords. So
And 80s
maybe
movies.
next time I'll get to yell at the Verm.
Yeah, you really didn't get a chance to this time.
Nope.
I mean, everyone was just being too awesome.
Lost
That's true.
opportunities.
It was so cool, Scott.
All right. Night, everybody.
Night.